Hello, everybody. How are we? I hope we are doing well. I'm going to turn myself down just a teeny bit because I can already hear how fucking loud I am. Oh, we're echoing. Hold on. This time I saw it. No more echo. Okay. It's what happens because every single time I have to reset these cameras because they hate me. And you know, my computer hates me and life is life, and that's how the world goes. But hello, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a bang old time today. I'm doing well. I had a good yesterday. I genuinely feel like this camera is like zoomed outwards for some reason. I don't know what it is because it's on the I was gonna say the skinniest setting, and that's not what I mean. It's on the narrowest setting. But these cameras, again, we've been having problems forever, and this computer's been having problems. So you know, it is the way it is, and that's what we live with. Hello, DJ Knight. Welcome. How are you, my friend? I saw your comments. For those that watch on Twitch, the YouTube version gets a event page, and so you can comment on the live stream before the live stream actually starts. So DJ Knight, I saw that you had commented on the live stream event page. So hello, how are you, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Anything exciting or cool happening in the past couple days? I think you popped in for a second on our Saturday stream. For anyone who missed this past week's Saturday stream, Gal and I were doing Halloween makeup. And it wasn't intentionally supposed to be terrifyingly awful when I originally planned it. I was gonna be like a vampire, and we were trying out some cool makeup because I have some corsets. But apparently, the makeup that I bought is awful and peels. And so it looked terrifying and disgusting. So we changed routes a bit. And we played around with some other makeup, and we ended up doing kind of like a cracked look, like almost like porcelain doll or like veins and stuff. So I'll probably go with something towards that energy on Halloween. That's sort of the plan. I think what I have should still pair with it. We'll see, I guess. We'll see. You're great. I'm glad to hear it. That's what we want. I just, honestly, all we ever want is for y'all to be having good days. I'm always sending good energy out into the universe. You know, I'm like, I hope things go well over here, and I hope things go well over there. And it's I just want y'all to be having good, entertaining times, right? Because that is what I live for. But yeah, so it was fun. Saturday was a lot of fun. We spent a whole lot of time doing that, and then Gal and I played board games, because I am a board game fanatic. I love that shit. It's all I do. Is play board games, whether they're TTRPGs or whether they're actual board games. I love them with all my heart and soul. So I taught her some new board games, and we played some of those. She got the hang of them pretty well. I'm sure she'll stop in at some point, but, you know, we love Gal. I love all of y'all in my community. It's fantastic to have people that I can chat with and that I can talk to, and who are here for the good energy and the good vibes, you know? Fun motor car for Mr. Toad. I love these little emoticons, these little emojis. That frog is so cute. He's so adorable. He just kind of looks like he's he's a little frog. I love that. That's so cute. Oh my goodness. It's kind of interesting, the different emojis. Every platform has their own take on every emoji because you want to be able to offer a sort of universal set, right? Because if somebody's going to choose to use their platform, you want to make sure that they have a version of what all of their friends use and things like that. And so it's one of those things where it's every platform will be okay, we're going to make theirs a little bit more cutesy, or we're going to make ours a little bit more cutout art. Or, Twitch is still sending me things. Twitch, I don't want your things, goodbye. Or we're going to make ours a little bit more 3D art, right? So it's interesting to see what company makes their style, you know what I mean? So I don't know, but YouTubes are very clip art. So they're cutesy, they're simple. Oh, damn. Already happening. They're cutesy, they're simple, they're like just solid colors, there's not really like shading or anything, and they stand out very well. They tend to be very like bright and vibrant colors, so it's interesting to see those. And then Twitch, you like make and upload your own, so Twitch is wild. Like the ones I've put in here are the ones Gal made for us. She made us our lemon dragons and our orange dragons. And then we also have emotes for subscribers and stuff that are Peachy Bun's demon dragons. So it's just kind of interesting because we have dragons all around the board. We got fruit dragons, specifically citrus dragons too. Not just fruit dragons, but like citrus dragons. And then we also have like demon dragons. I don't know. I kind of love the fact that somehow our whole like community has been formed around different kinds of dragons. Like, that was not the plan, but I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh. But yeah, it's been good over here. I have been editing for the most part. So we have been working on the episodes and also the trailer. Hi, Gal. Welcome. It's going great. I've mostly just been talking about you and Saturday's stream for like the 5 minutes or so that we've been live. Because Saturday's stream was so much fun. For anybody who missed out on it, you can watch it on YouTube or Twitch. Gal showed me how to do some cool Halloween makeup looks. We pivoted a little bit from the vampire because I apparently bought horrid makeup. And we've kind of gone more doll-esque, where it's like cracked porcelain horror doll. So the plan for the Halloween stream is to go to that route. And thankfully, I am Irish blood, so I have curls and ringlets for days. So what I'm going to do is I'm just basically going to ringlet them up the night before, and I should wake up with those big-ass curls that you see on the really, really old-fashioned dolls. I might put them in ponytails, I might not, honestly, because they might be strong enough curls that it'll be good enough. And then we'll do some makeup, and outfit-wise, so the corset, all good things, I hope? Of course all good things. Gal, are you kidding me? You know, I was about to say, Gal, I'd never say anything bad about you, but you are literally the person in this community that I have made fun of before so many times. So actually, no, it's all good things. But yeah, I was trying on the corsets that someone was letting me borrow. They had 2 corsets that they were going to let me borrow for our Halloween stream. They're just a little big. Unfortunately, I don't know if they're going to work or not. Because here's the thing, right? You're thinking corsets, that's simple, just tie it tighter. Yes, but no. Because corsets are still built for titties. And I don't have those. So the problem is the bigger the corset goes, the harder it is for me to wear, because sure, this part I can tighten, but this part's always going to have some sort of a hold for titties to go in. And so you can tighten this all you want, but there's still going to be like a oopsie when I bend over, you know what I mean? So we might stuff your shirt with boob. Literally, I just need to get like fake boobas and put them in here. So that way when I go to do things and people are like, oh, Rachel, your titties, I'm going to be like, oh, you mean these? I just whip them out. I can put snacks in there. Yes. I should put just snacks and candy inside of it. So anytime someone new joins us and comments, I just whip out snacks from the titties I don't have. I love that. I love that concept. That's great. That'll be fabulous. Hey, Mordecus. Long time no see. How have you been, buddy? What's up? How's life? We're chatting about my costume for the Halloween stream. I'm going to be live all Halloween day. So if you have a chance to pop in at any point, feel free. We're doing a variety of stuff. But obviously Halloween's my shit, so I got to be live all day. But we're talking about it because someone had a few corsets for me to try to borrow. And the corsets are you can make them tiny, but you can't get rid of the boobage, and I don't have boobage for them. So it's one of those things where like I'm gonna try to put it on and get it as tight as I can, because I'm gonna be like a creepy doll. I was gonna be a vampire, had makeup issues because I'm a dumbass. Yeah, what costume am I doing? So I was gonna do a vampire. Last Saturday, Gal, who's in Twitch right now, one of my community members, was teaching me how to do makeup to be a vampire, like, because I want to be dramatic. I want it to be weird. Apparently, I'm so bad that I bought really shitty makeup to the point where it was, like, peeling on my skin. Like, peeling. Fully off. And so we tried with the stuff I didn't buy, like the stuff I currently own, and we were able to create, because I have like an eyeliner pen, and so that I know is good quality. And so instead, we're gonna go like cracking porcelain doll, because we were playing around with like what were supposed to be veins, but ended up looking like those giant cracks, because I don't have delicate hands, I got big old clunkers. And so we're gonna go porcelain doll, horror possessed doll look. So I'm gonna up the ringlets and try and find an outfit that'll fit for it. Can you put the corset on upside down to the boobs because of your hips? That's a good idea, Gal. I'm gonna have to try that. Actually, I'm gonna try that. I'm straight up gonna see if I can put it on upside down, and maybe that'll work. Because it is really cute, and I think it'd be cute to wear. Worst comes to worst, I gotta go to Amazon and I gotta get a new shirt. Which is fine, because y'all know I'm wearing these shorts. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not putting on pants. You would have to find a good ass, maybe we can find a good tattered skirt, maybe. If someone finds a really good, and I'm going goth porcelain doll, I refuse, obviously to be pink or some shit. Blues and reds are fine. If someone finds me a good tattered grunge skirt that will work for a doll look, then I'll get that and a shirt. But otherwise, I'm wearing shorts, it's just gotta be what it is. I've just been taking care of my brother's dogs while he's at work. He's in the military, and I'm living here rent-free for 2 months. Let's go. Let's fucking go, Mordecus. Own it, live it, eat it, breathe it. Also, pet the doggies for me. Please pet the doggies for me. Please. Tell them I love them. Porcelain looks are so fire. I believe in you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'm hoping it goes well. I didn't do too bad, right? I was like, well, I can draw and paint a little bit, so I'm going to take that into the elements, and it didn't, I thought it looked okay. So that's the energy we're going to go with. Now I just got to get an outfit in case the corset doesn't work. So I'm hopefully going to get something decently cheap. But also the big part about Halloween, when you're a goth and a punk and a grunge and an emo, the point of Halloween is to wear a costume, to buy a costume that you will then wear the rest of the year. Because it's just what I wear anyways. So that's why I'm like looking through Amazon, I'm looking through stores, I'm like, all right, let me get a shirt and a skirt and or a dress that is in theme, but still something I like to where I would wear it. So it's really hard to find something that is like grungy enough. Where I would be like, yeah, I'm down to wear this, because I do have a dress, but it's definitely not baby doll. So I don't think it would vibe well. I'd have to find something else. Rachel looks curvy and beautiful. I appreciate you, DJ Knight. I appreciate you. That's fabulous. I don't have no curves. I'm a little pencil. But I'll take the beautiful. Thank you. Be right back. I know you stay live late. I'm gonna go support another small streamer. Do it. I'm live until midnight. Go. Support whoever you need. Support independent creators all day, every day. I appreciate you, Mordecus. But yeah, so I'm going to have to look around, see if I can find some nice grunge-looking items. Because that's sort of the energy I need. Whether it's a grunge dress, a grunge, like, baby doll-esque dress. I considered going okay. So my mother had porcelain dolls growing up. She had a few. But again, Irish. So her porcelain dolls are like a nun and like an Irish dancer. You know what I mean? And so I was like, I could go full on mimic one of her porcelain dolls and make it like terrifying and horrific. The issue is Irish dancing dresses, you don't really find those as costumes. They're hot as fuck because you have to have sleeves. So I would be so hot in them. Because you can't wear short sleeves in them. They got to be long sleeves. And also, actual Irish dancing dresses, even the plain ones, are expensive as shit. So I would feel so bad buying something that expensive and then destroying it. You know what I mean? Like, maybe when I got money to spare, but I don't got money like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to look on Amazon or some shit, or maybe a cool grunge website that hopefully isn't a scam and trying to get me to put my credit card info in. That's always the worst, is I'll find these websites with really cool outfits, and then I'm like, okay, but is this a scam website? Is it trying to take my bank info and my credit card info? Or can I actually purchase clothes from here? That's really the question. Maybe I go into Hot Topic and I just go, I need a baby doll. Although, if we're talking honestly, Hot Topic doesn't usually have a lot of pieces that are my energy. Now, I bought my corset from there, my little red one, which I do love with all my heart and soul. It's not baby doll enough, I think, to wear for Halloween. But it is cute and it is adorable. So sometimes they have okay looks, but a lot of the times they're like, I don't know. I'll take your bank info. Gal, I promise you, everybody watching has more money than I do in my bank. I promise you. I promise you. It's so funny to me because I love a lot of, like, popular streamers. For all intents and purposes, even though I don't seem like it, my taste is very normie. Like, I like those big, stupid streamers that everybody likes. And it's always funny to me when I listen to them on, like, a podcast or something, or they're just talking, like, casual, because every once in a while, they'll say something that is crazy. And I don't mean, like, moral-wise, right? Like, I'm not watching people who are, like, fucking misogynist and shit. Fuck that shit. I mean, like, they'll say something like, just get an Uber. It's only, like, $100. And I'll have to pause, and I'll just go, you know you're rich when the words, it's only $100, come out of your mouth. Excuse me? Like, that's crazy to me. That's crazy, yo. Not to take shit? What do you want my bank info for then, ma'am? Why you want my bank info if you ain't gonna take shit, huh? What that's about? What is that about? Also, what do we think? Does the camera and the visuals look okay? Because I've been fucking around with the camera to try and change the way it looks, get it a little less fuzzy. There's also a secondary ring light, because they tell you to put one in the back, but I don't really have much space to put one in the back, so I put one on the floor. Is there any noticeable difference, or are we just kind of like meh, and that's fine? You look ghosty today? Okay, as in I look more pale? Or as in, like, I look brighter than the background? Because, yes, if you mean pale, yes. I'm gonna put in $1 every stream? Oh, I might have to take you up on that. Listen, if you were paying me $1 and I streamed every day, I'd get $365. And unlike the super rich, famous, out-of-touch streamers that I listen to on podcasts, I think that's a shit ton of money, okay? The background is more black. Okay. That's what I was figuring, because, so, the thing with the cameras that we use, that unfortunately we have to use, boo, they do this thing that I guess other cameras do, but whatever, called HDR, which includes stuff like auto exposure. So it's changing the light amounts to try and make everything brighter. So I turned all of it off. I turned HDR off, I turned auto exposure off, I turned low light off, all of it. And the only thing you're seeing is based on the ring lights, and only the ring lights. Which is why the background's more black, and I stand out as a bit more of like ghosty white, because it's just highlighting me, right? Versus making the background brighter like the HDR and stuff wants to do. The reason why I did this is because HDR and auto exposure and all these things, if you look, because the foam has sparkles in it, right? When HDR and auto exposure hits it, it makes it fuzzy. And you can see it going like Like right now you can see there's a piece that's right like there. That's sparkling, right? So that is from the light. But I'm talking it'll make stuff really fuzzy and then the fuzzles go like this. And I don't know if you guys ever notice that at all. Which is great if you don't. If you prefer the other versions, I'll go back to the HDR, I'll go back to the auto exposure. But I hate it. The fuzzy drives me crazy. And HDR works normally because you don't have these in your background. You have a wall, a plain wall. Not really? Okay. Alright, then it's just me. Which is totally fine. And you know, maybe it's just me because I'm constantly looking at video footage, like through editing of the shows, through looking at this stuff. I'm constantly looking at it, so maybe that's why I clock it. I also think we have a lot of people who listen rather than watch. So if it doesn't bother y'all, if none of it bothers y'all, then I'll just fuck around and put it however I like it and call it a day and not worry about it, frankly. Unless there is a preference, and then I'll go with the preference. But yes. So yeah, that is how my life has been going. Gal, what were you up to yesterday? I know that after we got off stream, I was going to eat food. I forget if you were going to sleep or you were going to eat food or what, but how did yesterday go? How has life been for everybody watching, everybody joining us? Feel free to tell me. I love to hear about your days and your activities. It is everything to me. The first episode should be fully finished soon. Final notes are coming back tonight. The first draft cut of episode 2 has been completed. And the trailer for season 2 of our show should be coming out on Friday. That's right, this Friday, the trailer of our show, baby. That's the plan. I gotta record the dialogue after we get off stream and or tomorrow. Then I gotta throw it into the edit and we'll be done. All I gotta add is my voiceover and change a name or two here or there and we're done. Yes, it's very exciting. I'm very excited, y'all. I guess I could record the voiceover on stream. It's not like it's, that big of a deal. It's not like I'm revealing an episode. Maybe I will record it on stream. Fuck it. Maybe I will. Okay? Maybe I will. You guys can tell me if you like the performance. Maybe we'll edit the trailer right here tonight. I don't know yet. I haven't decided, okay? I ate 20 pizza rolls, passed out, canceled D&D because bed, and spent the whole day with my hubs. Aww. I'm glad you ate food, and sometimes you gotta do that. Sometimes you gotta, especially because I had you doing shit that you don't usually do, right? I had you active and functioning and talking for, 5 hours? 5 hours, I think, because 9 to midnight is 3. Yeah, so for 5 hours straight, from 7 p.m. to midnight, that's a lot of activity that your brain and your body were probably like, oh my god, this is not what we do. What are you doing? So I'm glad you took the day to sleep. I'm glad you took it to spend with your husband and to chill out and to have a good day. You gotta take care of yourself. I'm used to blabbering for hours on end and I would do it again. Good. Because see what you don't understand. What you don't understand. Let me just break it down for you right here, right now. You have broken the dam. You have been on stream with me, enjoyed it, and are willing to do it again. You've broken the dam. I will be getting you back on this stream to do shit with me. Because I like having company. Now, granted, I'm not somebody who just, pulls up random company, and there needs to be a plan in place. But you fucking better. Let's go. I will. Ad break in 10 seconds for my Twitch people. I am so excited for Halloween because I know you'll be good, and Ava's gonna be there. You're gonna meet Ava. Congrats. Ava's gonna be there on Halloween. You're gonna be there on Halloween to play the Blow in the Clock Tower. A bunch of people that I've met before through TTRPGs that have done other shows with me. people that I haven't met but are in the TTRPG community. There's so many folks who are going to be joining us. Fingers crossed, Molly, one of our players for our shows, will be joining us. She doesn't know yet, but we're gonna see. So I'm really excited to have, like, all of my communities collide. Maybe collide's a bad phrase, because collide sounds like bad. It sounds like it's gonna go boom, 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 right? Combine, I guess, meet. I'm really excited to have all of you guys talk to each other and interact with each other and have a good time. I'm very, very excited about it. I'm so excited for Halloween. Like, I do not have words. I'm a little nervous to be live the night before. We might end a little early. So the night before on the Wednesday, we might just do the bread base, and then go to bed. So we might only be live for like an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Because that way I can get in a good amount of sleep, wake up, and be ready to go for 8 a.m. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. Because I need sleep. Your girl needs sleep. Unfortunately, I don't think I have insomnia, but whatever neurodivergency I have does not always let me sleep. And so sometimes I go like past 24 hours, close to 48 without sleeping, and it fucks up schedules. And it sucks. So when I can sleep, I need to sleep. I'll happily play board games with you, even if I'm not on stream with you. Yay! Yay! I'm gonna be sending you so many requests now. I'm gonna be sending you requests that are like, Rachel has sent you a request to play a board game. Like, it's gonna happen. You can play videos while you're asleep. There's a sleeping category. No, that's not my concern. I don't want to be live while I'm sleeping because I don't think my computer can run it. You know how Saturday went, okay? Just trying to get the camera to not disappear. I do not think my computer can run for that long. Sorry, I'm getting a Batman ad, and it's tailoring to my interests, so that's why I'm like, oh, Batman, but it was for VR, boo. Yeah, so I'm gonna be live a little bit the night before, and then turn off stream, go to bed. It'll be like our prep stream for Halloween. So what I think we'll do is we might spend an hour or an hour or two. We're gonna make the bread, the dough, so it can rise and be proofed and ready to go for Halloween for the pretzels. And we'll decorate the kitchen. Since the kitchen's where I'm going to be all day, we'll decorate the kitchen with some spooky spider webs and any skulls and stuff I have. We'll put up some paintings, maybe, things like that. So that'll be our prep day Wednesday night. And then Thursday, we'll be banging. And I'm hoping to have you guys for, I hope we bring in new people because I am going to be live the whole day. But honestly, if it was just like, I haven't even checked hours. What is 8 hours from 8 a.m.? Oh, it'd be a work day. That'd be 4 p.m. So it's what? We're going to be live 16 hours? I think? Because if we go to 4 p.m. and then another 8 would be 12, which is midnight. So yeah, like 16 or so hours. I would love if it's just you guys for 16 hours. I will be happy. I will genuinely be happy if it's just you guys for 16 hours. But hopefully we can bring in some new people. We can show them how amazing our community is, how friendly we all are, etc., etc. And yeah, we can have a good time. I am praying the pretzels work. I am extra praying the glass cupcakes work. Because I've never done either one, but I've baked bread before. So worst comes to worst with the pretzels, we've just made bread bites. Throw some garlic on them. Instead of cinnamon sugar, we have garlic knots. Like, I've made bread before. I'm not worried about that, because we can make it into something. The cupcakes I'm a teensy bit worried for, because, oh, that reminds me, I gotta get a candy thermometer. Wait. Oh my god, thank god this came into my brain, because you literally cannot do sugar glass without a candy thermometer. Oh my god, I'm putting it in my calendar right now. Candy thermometer. Okay. Woo! So I've never done sugar glass, but apparently sugar will burn real quickly. So we're gonna have to monitor it. You guys are gonna have to keep me like pinned in on like, hey, check the sugar. Hey, check the sugar. To make sure that it's doing exactly correctly and we've got it okay. Because once it's done, it should be okay, because then we can just snap and break it, right? They should work, but also sugar sucks, and it is the pickiest bitch in history. Just like you can't do makeup without brushes. Listen, we didn't do just fine, but we did get something done, okay, with a singular makeup brush. It's just not good or easy. But yes, I will buy a candy thermometer. To be fair, I do have a thermometer that can be used in candy. The problem is we used it when we made candles. And so even if it's washed, I don't know that I'm comfortable putting a thing of wax into our sugar. I don't like that. I don't like that energy. So I'll get an actual sugar one, and we'll do it that way. But I'm hoping the sugar glass will be okay. And then the same thing with like the fake blood, like the blood, it's not chocolate. So the recipe I have is not the chocolate syrup kind. It is straight corn syrup and food coloring. And I don't know that just corn syrup tastes good. I feel like it's one of those things that like how fondant itself is nasty. I feel like just plain corn syrup is gonna be nasty. But I don't know. We'll see. It's literally just corn syrup and some red food dye, I think, and they call it a day for the fake blood. It's not bad, but it's thick as fuck syrup. Okay. As long as it's not, because you're not supposed to put a lot on. So we can make any flavor of cupcakes. The recipe is technically red velvet, which we might make, but I'm gonna make white cupcakes because Brianna's gonna be here, and she can't eat chocolate. She's allergic to it. So I'm gonna make white cupcakes, and just a normal tin of icing, okay? I could make icing, but you need a shit ton of butter to make enough icing, okay? Crazy. So a tin of icing, and then, oh, I can feel it on my face? Okay. And then the glass is supposed to be like the big thing that sits in the icing. You're not supposed to put a lot of the corn syrup on. You're just supposed to do a little like drizzle to make it look like bloody glass. So my assumption is, because as long as it doesn't taste horrific, the small amount that we put on them shouldn't make enough of a difference to where it's like, oh, this tastes bad, right? Because it's sugar in a cupcake. So I think it'll be okay. But I am excited for the bloody glass cupcakes. It's just one of those things where, like, it's gonna be midnight, I'm gonna be like, is this gonna work? Is this gonna work? Like, I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're gonna try. So we'll have to see how it goes. But I'm rooting for it. Make the blood in a Ziploc bag, poke a tiny hole in the corner, and let it drip. Ooh, that's actually a really good idea. That's a good idea, because that way it's not like, we're not like, oops, accidentally dropped a whole ass tablespoon on it. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And then I think also maybe we drip it on while it's like in the container. That or we put it on like a mat. Maybe we put a mat down so we don't get, because I have a feeling, because food dye stains. And as much as I am nasty and dirty and awful, I would rather not stain somebody else's kitchen solid red if I can avoid it. I've already fucked it up with so much resin. You know what I'm saying? So we'll put a mat down and then we'll put the blood on. Dun 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 dun. Already need to fuck with my nose. Oh boy. But yes, that is the plan. Those are the only two things that we are, or I guess that I am planning on making during the stream, is just the pretzels for breakfast and then the cupcakes at some point. I do plan on, when my sister arrives, I'm probably going to take a break, like in that afternoon point, so that we can eat food off stream, and I can tell her how stream works, because this is not her industry. And then we will come back on and we will work on the decor. Hey, Dadley, how are you? How are you? What's up, my friend? Children's Hospital Red? Literally, Theta. Literally, I do not want to stain the countertop. Children's Hospital Red, okay? Oh my gosh. Like, I love those memes. I love that meme of the bloodstains down the solid white floor. And everybody's like, it's color theory. Love that. Love that, love that, love that. Oh my gosh. That's my kind of kids' hospital, okay? That's my shit. But yeah, so that's the plan. So Auntie Anne's pretzels in the morning, and all ingredients for the baking, the pretzels in the morning, the cupcakes at night, and the materials for the decorations and crafts we're making are officially in the Discord. So if you want to follow along with us and bake with us or make items with us, it's all listed in there. You can prepare ahead of time and you can join us. Doing good. Vox Machina made me cry. I haven't watched it yet, Dadley. I'm going to put it right out front. I haven't watched it yet. And I never watched the original campaign, so don't spoil it. I do know that a certain thing happens to a certain someone, because I got a little bit of spoilers. But I say nothing. Okay, good. Yeah, I don't want anything else because I've never seen that moment from the actual campaign, and I've managed to avoid any TikToks or clips of that moment from the actual campaign. So I'm trying to keep it fully out of my vision until I watch the show version. Because I don't know what's coming at all. All I know is obviously a certain someone's still alive. That's all I know. But we won't say anything. But I've heard it's very, very good and very well done. And I'm glad and I'm happy about that. But yeah, so you can follow along for the Halloween stream. Make anything you want. There's some really cool crafts. Y'all, my sister completely found and worked on and got the materials for and decided upon our crafts by herself. So she's told me what we're doing and showed me the stuff. But I have not, I don't know. I have no hands in it because I wanted it to be her section, her thing. So we're making the easiest ones are little tinsel pumpkins and little tinsel spiders. And then we're making ghosts that you can hang up out of white tinsel. And then we're making 2 sets of cauldron-y style things. So one of them, apparently there's a viral pouring water cauldron. So we're going to try and make one of those where there's something that's pouring water into a cauldron that's misting out steam. That's our big showstopper. So I'm hoping it works. It's going to be really cool. And then the other one, we got those, can you still hear me? Cool. We got those cups. If you've seen those cups with skeleton hands that hold them, and then you can make it look like it's bubbling with ornaments. So we're going to try those too. Pretty different from the OG campaign. Okay, Dadley, that explains why I've never seen that clip then. Because I've seen a lot of clips, but I've never seen that one. That's probably why. It's probably not as significant in the OG. Cool. But yeah, it's very exciting. The crafts are going to be really cool. I don't know. I'm kind of vibing with it. I think it'll be fun. I'm also hoping too. So the plan, if you want to know the order. First thing we do, bake pretzels, all right? Because the night before, we're doing our dough. Halloween morning, we bake our pretzels for breakfast. Now, I didn't actually check the recipe to see how long they bake for. If they bake for a long time, maybe we'll do makeup. Maybe I'll already be prepared. We'll see. We'll bake breakfast pretzels, and then I think we're going to pumpkin carve. I think, believe it or not, that is the thing we are going to do in the morning. Straight after eating our breakfast, we're going to go into pumpkin carving. Because I am thrilled about it. I like pumpkin carving, and it takes a lot of time. And then I'll break for lunch. Then we'll do our decor. If we have time, we'll do cupcakes. If we don't have time, we'll take our break, and we'll come back with all of our friends doing Blood on the Clock Tower. And then we'll do cupcakes after. Sent my first boss for Halloween one-shot in the Discord. Yes, I love that. Love that, gal. Wait, you mean a completed drawing? Because I think you told me about him, didn't you? Oh, yes, the artwork. Okay, let me see. Oh, cool. She looks so cool. I love her. Oh, yeah, the color scheme is gorgeous. Color scheme is gorgeous. That's fabulous, gal. I hate the smell of pumpkin. Interesting. It does not bother me. I wouldn't say that I like the smell. I wouldn't say that I hate the smell. I am a fall girly in the sense that I like cinnamon. I like pumpkin spice. I like the smell of apple cider, right? I like apples and cinnamon. So I don't mind the scent of pumpkin. I like gingerbread, although that's a little wintry. I don't mind the smell of pumpkin. I actually recently made pumpkin bars. And I learned that pumpkin keeps dishes very moist. And if you cook or bake with pumpkin, you better use a lot less than you think you should, because you will never get that thing baked. Never. It will stay moist. It will not bake. So I have to put them all in the fridge and the freezer to make them edible, because they will fall apart in your hands. They'll squish. But they don't taste bad. They taste okay. I love all the fall flavors, but straight pumpkin, fresh cooked pumpkin, makes me want to hurl. Interesting. I don't think I've ever smelt or eaten pumpkin just by itself. And fun fact, pumpkin, when a brand labels something pumpkin, that is not literally, hey, here's a pumpkin in front of you, right? When something is labeled pumpkin, it's usually not a pumpkin. Even if it says 100% pumpkin and the ingredients say pumpkin, it's actually just usually a different gourd. Because according to the FDA and the rules that they follow, any gourd is allowed to be considered and called a pumpkin. So it's usually not a pumpkin, because pumpkins don't last long enough. I make pumpkin pie with fresh pumpkin. It's usually squash. Yes, it is. Yeah, even those big old jars, because that's what I was using, was we had an extra jar, and I didn't want to make pumpkin pie because I don't really like pie. Again, smushy, wet texture, but maybe that's just pumpkin, as I found out making pumpkin bars. So I made the pumpkin bars, and it's one of those giant tins that says 100% pumpkin. You flip it over, the only ingredient is pumpkin. It's still not pumpkin. It's just another gourd. Most likely they're lying to you. But it's fine. It doesn't matter. Pumpkin just doesn't preserve well. It doesn't last long. It actually doesn't usually taste good. So, unless it's an actual physical pumpkin that you're seeing somebody cook with, it's probably not pumpkin. Which is funny to me, because I just started watching Culinary Class Wars. First of all, I love Korean competition shows. They are my bread and butter. I love them. They're better than any fucking Western competition show. Modern Western competition show. Because shows like Survivor used to be the king of kings. They're just not anymore. But modern survival shows or competition shows, Koreans do it the best. I'm still the biggest fan of The Devil's Plan. If you've ever been I don't know if I want to watch this, Devil's Plan. It is the best one by far. I will stick by it and I will fight people. Completely amazing. Thank you for the fun fact. I can't believe it's not pumpkin. Literally, Theta. Literally. That's what they should mark it as, is I can't believe it's not pumpkin. Because it's usually not fucking pumpkin. Ever, in fact. Oh my god. I love that. I love that. But yeah, so, love Korean competition shows. Devil's Plan will always be my favorite, and I know they'll never make any more, because unfortunately Korea and other Asian nations have a habit of only making one season and then never doing it again. But anyways, I just started one called Culinary Class Wars, and it's really, really good. So remember I might have talked about on here, Physical 100 is another one from Korea that I really like. And that's to find the best body type. Best muscular body type, and it's everything. It's firefighters, policemen, bodybuilders, Olympic athletes, YouTubers, everything. They're amazing. And it's 100 of them, and you keep doing challenges to eliminate people until you get down to one. Culinary Class Wars, same thing. 100 chefs of all different backgrounds. Professional chefs, famous chefs, lunch ladies, like cafeteria people who have absolutely no experience in like professional or trained cooking. They just cook for middle schoolers and high schoolers. YouTubers, traditional like Korean parents who are like, I just learned this from my mom and her mom, and this is how we cook, so this is how I cook. I don't own a restaurant or anything, I just do it. Restaurant owners who aren't chefs. Chefs who are self-taught. Someone who literally only knows how to cook by reading the Korean equivalent to manga. Like, I'm not kidding, this man taught himself how to cook off of, like, Food Wars. And that's the only reason he knows how to cook, and that's the only thing he's ever watched or read to teach him how to cook. It's the only dishes he knows. And he still gets into, like, episode 7. Like, he goes far. It's crazy. It's so good. Are you gonna roast the pumpkin seeds? So, yes, I have no idea how, but my cousin really likes to eat roasted pumpkin seeds, so I'm gonna try. So that way she can eat them because she likes them, and maybe I'll try one or two. I'm assuming we just put them in a skillet like everything else with, I don't know, salt or butter or something, but I'll Google it. We'll figure it out. Don't let me forget. But yes, I was watching Culinary Class Wars, and it's fantastic. And I don't remember why my brain connected this to what we were talking about. Probably something with pumpkin. Pumpkin, that's what it was. So I really think of pumpkin, I don't know why, as a primarily like Western-ish ingredient. And I forget sometimes that other places also have pumpkin, but I think their pumpkins are different. I genuinely do think their pumpkins are different from our pumpkins, because I knew they had them because in Twilight Princess, which is a Zelda game, which is Japanese made, you have pumpkins. You do a whole recipe of like pumpkin soup. So I know they have them, and I was watching Culinary Class Wars, and they got a mystery ingredient, and someone's mystery ingredient was like pumpkins. But they looked so different. They were like these small, smooth, like they didn't have a stem. They were I guess not small, but they looked smooth. They kind of looked like fruit. And I was like, oh. So it really, that's what made me think of it, is I was like, it's interesting that like they have the same food, but it looks so different, or it tastes so different, or it feels so different. Like someone used watermelon, because they can request ingredients. Someone used watermelon in a dish, and they were calling it winter watermelon. Because the way the seasons are up there, apparently, like, you don't get food like we do in a grocery store that's out of season and still tastes like how it does all, like, in its prime season. So using watermelon up there in the winter meant that it wasn't sweet at all. So he had to sweeten it himself, because they don't do that kind of thing. So it was, like, really interesting, and I really liked it. Fun trick when carving pumpkins. Cut your hole to scoop out all the seeds on the bottom. It won't collapse on itself, and it'll last longer if you sprinkle cloves or cinnamon in your pumpkin before the candle, because cinnamon is flammable. It'll smell good. Yo, that would straight up be me. I would straight up put a candle in the pumpkin and then go, cinnamon, and it would go whoosh. Oh, my Lord. That'd be funny. Hey, it'd be a viral clip. Okay, it'd be good. No, I won't do that. But I'll have to try that. I'll have to try cutting it from the bottom and taking the guts out down there. We could also try those viral pumpkins of, like, the pumpkins that you create a mouth and then the guts spew out like he's vomiting. We could do that. We could do that, too. That could be cool. You bake pumpkin seeds with oil and salt, low heat, and for a few minutes. Oh, so you put them in the oven. Okay, gal, you're going to have to remind me of that. Remind me of that, because I will not remember, and I won't do it correctly, and I'll burn the place down. They were probably grown for taste and not size like we do here in America. That would make sense. That would make sense, because we do fuck up a lot of plants. Hiccups are here. For size. Nobody believes me when I say, like, I have decently violent hiccups. But then I'll stand here and I'll hiccup like 3 times in a row, and you can see my whole body go boom, like it's a drum. Thankfully, they're not usually painful. I know some people got painful stuff, which sucks ass. But still. Burnt seeds taste like coffee grounds. Is that good or bad? I don't drink coffee. I'm assuming it's bad. Also intriguing that they somehow changed taste to taste like coffee grounds. Bad. Okay, so don't burn the pumpkin seeds. Got it. Understood. Fully understood. Don't burn the pumpkin seeds. A-okay. Don't burn the pumpkin seeds. Okay. I don't like coffee. Neither do I, Dadley. Not my shit. Do not like coffee. No, thank you. It's really not my energy. But also, I drink Diet Pepsi. So, I don't get an opinion. My opinion, bad. And that's okay. My opinion knows it's bad, so it's okay. But yeah, so I'm very excited for Halloween. If anybody has suggestions or ideas or literally anything that you want to bring to the Halloween stream, let me know. Let me know. I have been considering, because I know someone suggested calling it a spooky subathon. I'm not necessarily intending, you guys will know that it's not supposed to be a subathon where I'm like, oh, give me subscriptions, right? Not the point. But I do like that title, calling it like spooky subathon. So I'm considering, do we make like goals? Like, should I have a list of things that like reach this many followers, and this happens, or we do this, or someone gets this? And what would be things for that? I did buy a super like sour chocolate bar that I could make one of the goals, because I was going to do it on Halloween so that we could all laugh at my pain and punishment. So I could make that a goal, like 200 followers, and I eat the sour chocolate bar, right? And I'm not allowed to spit it out or something. I like coffee toffee ice cream and those coffee candies, but the drink hates me. Interesting. Every subscription drink water? No. Why? Honestly, yeah. Honestly, I'll do that. I'll straight up put every subscription drink water. I think I will, actually. I think I fucking will. Because that would be hysterical to people who don't know me. I'll even have, like, I'll fill this one with water, and then I'll have You're Dead to Us in Diet Pepsi, and I'll have both cups ready to go so that I can drink my normal, and if someone subscribes, I'll be like, oh, water, you know what I mean? That'd be so funny. Make goals, it'll be fun? Okay, I'll make some goals then. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. I'll put the chocolate on there, so that the chocolate can be like a punishment goal. I think that would be fun. Maybe we can have a goal of, like, I don't know. Like, we get to a certain goal and we, I don't know. Maybe, like, someone gets to decide what design we carve into the pumpkin, right? Like, maybe I should have a pre-list of options, and we could do a voting or a poll on what pumpkin design we go with. Maybe we could do, I suppose we could do anything. We could do ones that affect the Blood on the Clock Tower game, but I would rather not. I'd rather have that just be the game. I don't know. I don't know what's entertaining and intriguing, you know what I mean? Because I have no shame. I just do, like, everything. So I don't know what would be exciting, but I guess we'll see. But yeah, I'll figure it out. I haven't decided what pumpkin I want to do yet. And I haven't gotten the tools for pumpkin carving yet, either. Actually, I should put that into here, too. Let me write that in my calendar, too. Hold on. So, I need a candy thermometer, pumpkin carving tools, and eventually... and then I'll write down, come up with goals. Okay. Perhaps consider liquid death. It's punk water. Theta, I know of liquid death, and to be honest, if liquid death came to me and was like, we'll sponsor you, I'll be like, all right, I'll drink liquid death. And we'll be doing like, this is the only water I drink, death water. You know what I mean? I made that joke before, but like, we call my caffeine death water, but we could literally have death water, which is liquid death. I think that'd be funny. You can do rewards for follows, subs, and bits. That's a good idea. I'll see what I can do. Hey, Kimberly, what's up? What's up? How are you, my friend? I hope you're doing well. I hope everything's going swimmingly on your end. We are just talking about the Halloween stream, fun things we want to do, what goals we could have in place, etc., etc. Tea is my beverage of choice. That is a good choice. Tea is an excellent choice. Tea is fantastic. What tea? What kind of tea do you drink? And are you a hot tea drinker or a cold tea drinker? What kind of tea do you drink? Because I want to know. Hey, Mordecus, welcome back, my friend. Mordecus, do you have any suggestions? We're talking about what possible things we could do or provide for hitting goals in our Halloween stream. So I was talking about, like, I have a chocolate bar that's supposed to be, like, super sour. So I was like, maybe we do something where it's like 200 followers on the Halloween stream and I eat the chocolate bar and I'm not allowed to spit it out or something. So if you have any suggestions, feel free to throw it. But also, you don't have to. Extra sweet tea. Let's go, Dadley. Let's go. Listen, Southern sweet tea, okay? That's my kind of tea. Unfortunately, I try not to drink too much of it because my mother used to be a pop drinker. You could tell where I'm located. Used to be a pop drinker and a sweet tea drinker. And then she went to the doctor and the doctor was like, you have to pick one because if you keep drinking both, it will kill you. And so she picked tea and she gave up pop. I, as we all know, am addicted to Diet Pepsi. So I try not to drink too much tea anymore unless we specifically go to, like, fast food McDonald's or Wendy's. Then I'm getting my Southern Mama's sweet iced tea, okay? But otherwise, I try not to drink too much iced tea because I don't need to go to the doctor and have him tell me I'm gonna die. I already know that, okay? Cancer can take me, not fucking caffeine and sugar, all right? Thank you very much. If you're the 200th follower, I lose a toe? Mordecus, no. Mordecus, we put, I'll lose a finger for the 200th follower because they won't know. They won't know. And so then I'll just do a magic trick and be like, oh, look what you did. I'm not a tea drinker. That's okay, Kimberly. Kimberly, what do you like to drink? Are you a water person? We were talking about water and liquid death. I love a nice cup of hot tea, lemon iced tea, or herbal tea. Oh, okay, gal, so you get down with all the tea. You are tea 24/7. I love that for you. Let's go. I drink so much tea. Let's go, Dadley. I love that. Listen, in solidarity, I will take another sip of the drug that's going to kill me. There you go. There we go. That would be a great prank. I think so. I think it'd be funny as shit. And then all of you guys would have to swear to secrecy. You guys would have to swear to secrecy and not tell anybody that I have 9 fingers. I heard about mood gummies. It's like legal weed. It kind of depends on where you're at. Because, like, in the U.S., if you're in a state where weed is legal, there's, like, you can get actual weed gummies. But I know that there's some variations in places where weed isn't legal. So I get what you're saying, Kimberly. You could wear gloves and stuff the extra finger? Gal, what is it with you and stuffing my clothing? First, we're gonna stuff the corset with candy and shit because I don't have titties. And now we're gonna stuff the glove so that I have 10 fingers? I mean, I'm for it, but this is hysterical. Is 300 followers? I open up the shirt, I'm like, haha, I didn't have titties, you've been fooled. Like, is it just pranks that I have things that I don't have? 200, we reveal I don't have a finger. 300, we reveal I don't have tits. Like, what's next? Do I need to pull out something from my pants? Like, do I need to be like, oops, I don't have a dick? Like, what do we do here? I'll be like, what? OMG, your finger. Exactly, Mordecus. I'm addicted to sparkling water and trying new flavors of soda. Ooh. Mordecus, have you ever done the gross soda like corn and all those weird flavors? Because I would love to see you try that shit. If it can't be me, it's gotta be someone else. Clothes stuffing fetish. No, you can cut your finger off. Oh, that's funny. We put a little blood packet in there, and then I take a knife and I go, boom, and it just swooshes everywhere. Oh, that would get me banned from Twitch so fast. That'd be hysterical. It'll be like the dolls who flash their hyperfakes boobs in the ballroom scene. Literally, they'll just be like, boom. Sparkling water is angry soda. Sparkling water is angry soda. I love that. God tier, God tier. I'm afraid of those, but I will if I'm paid. Mordecus, that's me. Mordecus, that is so me. I think that's TOS. Definitely TOS. The finger thing? Definitely TOS. But Mordecus, that is so me. I have no shame. Every time someone, like, comes into the chat and they're crazy and I know I'm gonna have to ban them, but they'll say shit like, do this or that, I'll be like, you gonna pay me for it? I would do it if you'd pay me for it. I will literally do anything that wouldn't get me TOS if somebody paid me for it. Like, it's not even a joke. Not even a joke, bro. And that's what I find funny is like, you gotta put your money where your mouth is, okay? Put the money in the can, alright? Put the money in the can, then we'll talk. Then we'll talk, okay? We don't do shit for free. We don't do no shit for free. Alright? It ain't just the feet out here. In fact, I probably would show my feet for free. It's all the other stuff. You want the bonuses. You gotta pay that bills, you know what I'm saying? I can't wait to pander to and show my body for simp fans. Rachel, you know this. Mordecus, I know this about you. Mordecus, I know how much you want to be one of those hot tub style streamers where they sit on the clear chairs with the camera aimed at their booty and then a camera right here with their titties like this, but they just barely pass TOS. I know you want to be the boy version of that so badly. And you know what, King? I support you. I support you so much. And the day that you are able to do that, the day that you are the highest paid OnlyFans Twitch motherfucking live streamer for the queers, because the queers don't have one. I'm gonna be very clear. We want those too, and we don't have one. Okay, there aren't a lot of good, like, live streamer, OnlyFans content makers that are actually not homophobic and not transphobic and not racist. Okay, we need a queer representation, and you could be our queer representation, and one day you will be, and I fucking love you for it. OMG, I posted some of my heels and I got reposted by a foot fetish account. I was proud. Let's go. You got some nice feet, my guy. I'll be like, guys, Twitch banned me for my nip slip the other day. Moved to my OnlyFans. No, you know what's funny? You know what's funny? You know what's funny? You could be like, guys, because here's the thing, right? You are that, but for the queers, for the gays. So what you can do is you can be like, guys, Twitch banned me for my nip slip. In the meantime, go to my OnlyFans, but I'm going to fight them because gender is a construct and free the nip and they're claiming my gender. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that'd be so funny. That'd be so funny to see fucking Twitch and YouTube CEOs. I'm sorry, Dan Clancy, I've heard you're a lovely person. I'm sure you would be fine. But, like, that'd be funny to see those fuckers in court be like, for the gays, literally for the gays. Get the nips freed for the gays, Mordecus. Do it. If you're good at something, never do it for free. That's right, Theta. That's right, Theta. You are 1,000,000% correct, Theta. You're coming in here with the beautiful knowledge. You are toning down the crazy. You are here to give us the insight and the way to go and the person to follow while the crazy of us are in the background screaming. OMG, Amaranth disappointed me when she basically shit-talked other booby streamers like, girl, stand up. That's right, Mordecus. Listen, I'm not even that kind of streamer, and I say on half my streams, sex work is work. That's just the truth, baby. Twitch hate trans men and an obnoxious thumbnail. Yes. Free the titty. Protect the city. Free the titty. Protect the city. That's correct. That is correct. That is predominantly correct. Have I said lately that I love this community? I love this community so much. And it's so interesting. It's so, you know what's funny? Maybe it's funny, maybe it's bad. I think it's a little bit of both. But you guys will get it. So, I have been doing some chats, some like interview style chats lately. And it's really, probably looks very bad on me. But y'all know, I don't really, my taste in a lot of things is normie shit, right? Even when it comes to weird things, I like normie shit. DC is weird, but it's normie weird, you know what I'm saying? So I like a lot of normie things. And so I've been doing some interviews and talks recently where people will be like, what's your inspiration? Or are there other people in your field that you look up to because they're doing similar things that you do? Like, who do you watch to learn more about this industry you're trying to break into? And my answers are always like, nobody? And I always feel so bad because it's not that I don't want to support other independent creators and other people who are in the fields that I'm in. It's that I'm very normie pilled. And so it's hard for me to turn on like a show or an actual play or a podcast or a streamer that is niche and a nerd like I am and weird like I am, because I don't know why, but because if I turn them on and I hear them being weird like me, my brain is like, this is not content. This is just like people I want to hang out with. You know what I mean? And to me, like, content needs to be separate than just friends. And so it's a weird balance of like, this is too close to me and it's hard. I don't want to consume it. But I know it sounds like I'm egotistical as fuck in all these interviews where I'm like, no, I don't watch people that do what I do. I feel so bad. Oddly, I'm quoting Heath Ledger's Joker. Theta, this is why you are our king. This is why you are our king of kings. This is why you are the best person ever. Because you roll up and you're like, all right, guys, calm down. Philosophical quote from Heath Ledger's Joker. And the rest of us are like, ah! Right? It's amazing. You're so drag queen coded. Thank you. I appreciate that. That makes me feel so loved. I still think we could do a podcast. We should. We should really do a podcast. I'm obsessed with podcasts. I'd eat it up. Let's go. We should really do a podcast. You know what? You know what? If we do a podcast, I think what I would do is our podcast would be the type of podcast where we each bring a random ass topic. Like, fully random. It's not allowed to be current events. It's not allowed to be political. It's not allowed to be anything like, you know, even though I am a normie, it's not allowed to be anything that, like, your parents would have heard of. It's gotta be random bullshit. And we would just talk about it, about random bullshit, and then spiral for the next couple hours. Because I feel like that is how we would do a podcast. Because in all intents and purposes, y'all, my streams are just interactive podcasts. These are just hangout sessions. Every 3 days a week, I get to hang out with you guys, okay? You are my friends. Like, I hate to be parasocial here. I know I'm not supposed to say this, but, like, that's what these are 3 times a week. Do I consider it a professional thing? Yes, of course. But in all honesty, at the moment, while there's about 10 of us that pop into these streams and I'm getting paid maybe $10 a month, it ain't professional. You know what I'm saying? This is our hangout session 3 times a week. That's what this is. I mean, we do that now. Exactly my point, gal. Exactly my point. What I need to do is I need to find somebody who will go through all my live streams and just cut them down into a podcast. And then I can just start releasing it as a podcast. My topic, the Hawk Tua girl, and why it should have been me. Haha, you guys are parasocial. Listen, I'm parasocial with all of you. That's the crazy part. Okay, you've heard of streamers who have parasocial fans who like are too close and think they're best buddies and their loved ones and all this shit. I'm a streamer who's parasocial to the fans, okay? We're friends. Like, you better be ready for me to bust down your door and say shit. Because we friends, like... Sorry, bitches. I'm flattered. Theta, you should be. Theta, you are the only sane person among us. I really, really think that. I really think you're the only sane person here. We're friends whether you like it or not? Correct. Correct. And that is how I make friends too. Like, I should warn people. I should come with a big old neon sign that says, hey, if you're friendly with me, you have opened the floodgates. You have made a mistake because I will never let you leave. I will be the clingiest. Might as well be be closer to you than whoever your partner is because I am clingy as shit. I am very, very clingy. I will come to you with my emotional bullshit like we have been married for 20 years. You better be prepared. Hassan is reverse parasocial too. He just be saying all his business. Oh, Mordecus. I fucking love Hassan Piker. Okay, I'm getting TikToks now. He's collaborating with a younger streamer. Someone who's younger than me. I was like, bitch, you're so pretty. Why are you that pretty at like 20? What the fuck? He's been like making TikToks with some really pretty like 20-year-old lady. That feels like it's a contradiction calling her a 20-year-old lady, but you know what I mean? And I gotta start following her now. Because if Hassan's making content with her, bitch, I'm Hassan pilled. She must be cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta go over there. I'm Hassan pilled. I'm not afraid to say it. I have thirst traps on my TikTok. I ain't afraid to say that shit. It doesn't matter anyways, because even if I meet him, I'm way too asexual for his ass. Way too asexual. Oh my god, like, I think he's hot. I get his thirst traps all day. I'd love to meet him. Wouldn't be able to do jack shit. He could pick me up though, but I wouldn't be able to do jack shit, unfortunately. I'm super sane. What do you mean? Never, Mordecus. You think you're sane because you're so insane that you think you're sane. Genuinely. I'm suddenly reminded of a screenshot of a tweet from some Silicon Valley exec who discussed his invention, podcasts with no mics or cameras. Theta, I love the concept of some Elon Musk-looking motherfucker being like, there's this new creation that I've made. It's revolutionary. It will change history as we know it. No microphones. No camera, no social media to speak of. It's a podcast, but face-to-face, in person, and what you say stays only with that person. I call it a conversation. Crazy, bro. Crazy. These streams are the best part of my Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. Gal, me too. This ain't a joke, me too. I have been, so unfortunately, y'all, some sad news. I have been looking into outside jobs because it's coming to the point where I have to start making an income. It is sad. It is unfortunate. It is the case. We all live this life. But these are still the best part of my weeks, and I will not stop. Means they might get pushed a little earlier, but I will never stop, okay? Because I love this shit. I love it with every fiber of my soul. I'm saying I'm basically Lestat. Literally you are. Literally you are. You talking about Quen Blackwell? I love her. She was on Vine. Love her. Wait, really? Is that her name? Quen Blackwell. It's this really pretty young woman. Quen Blackwell. Yes, that's her. She's so fucking pretty and she's so like fucking young. Oh, she was born 2001. Oh, that makes me feel a little better. Never mind. That makes me feel a little better. I'm 99. That's fine. Okay. She's so pretty, bro. I gotta follow her. If I ever get a chance to be near Hassan, I'm shooting my shot. Sue me. If he collabed with Quinn, I have a shot. I too am hot and black and funny. Bro, you know what'd be funny about you collabing with Hassan, though? The internet wouldn't know what to do with you. Because anytime a woman collabs with Hassan, they're like, oh, right? And they make thirst traps. But if you collab with Hassan, it's gonna be all the queers going, do we thirst trap to them together as gays? Or is the joke that he's homophobic? Or do we thirst trap them together as gays because he's homophobic? Yo, oh my god, if you got thirst trapped together with Hassan before fucking Austin's show, I would laugh my ass off. Holy shit. Bro, I laugh so hard. A job, screaming and crying. I know. Where do I donate? Donate for what, Theta? Donate so I don't have to get a normal job? It's unfortunate, but it is the truth. Now, I don't plan on just getting a full-time. Absolutely not. So don't worry too much about that. Yeah, you can... Theta, you can always come to the dark side and subscribe on twitch.tv. No, you don't have to do that, Theta. You're fine. I technically was going to open up a Patreon and or a Ko-Fi. I don't know which one's better or which ones you guys would prefer. But my issue is, for my people who do watch on Twitch, that means that you're now paying for subscription and paying for, like, Ko-Fi or Patreon, and that feels like not chill. You know what I mean? And also, what extra content do I offer? Because the idea of supporting somebody, you should get content out of it, right? Like, I don't want you to just give me money without me doing anything for you. That feels bad. I mean, I love you, and I'm so glad that you would support me like that. But, like, I feel like I should offer something. She's literally a model. She was in a Charlie XCX video. Oh, love her. I've seen edits with Austin, and I'm deep in the trenches. I love it, Mordecus. You're Austin's one supporter, because he tries to say all the time that people ship him and Hassan, and everybody's like, no, those don't exist. You're his one supporter, his one. Let's put a podcast on Patreon. There we go. I like Ko-Fi because the name is cuter. Hell yeah. Nah, go full grift mode. Hi, Raz. It's good to see you, buddy. How are you, my dude? Oh my gosh. How are you, bud? Yeah, we just gotta go into leverage territory where I become a grifter and I just start stealing things from people. I just gotta marry a rich white traditional man and steal all his money after I kill him in the divorce. And then you guys can bail me out of jail. That'll work perfectly. To your exec Sona's crowdfunding campaign that got a whole lot less funny once the money troubles got brought up. Oh no! Oh no! You were talking about we're bringing this new thing around called conversation. Theta, it's okay. It's funny as shit, though. I'm sorry, Theta. YouTube's a little behind, so sometimes the conversation gets missed. But I got you. I understand where you were coming from. I'm doing great. Just become a generic React channel. Yo, if I had titties, we were talking about this earlier. If I could just budunk and then react to shit, I'd have so much money. Listen, Gal and I have talked about this. We should just make an anonymous OnlyFans, but specifically for gay furries. Because then Gal can draw them, and I can voice them. And bam, we'd be making money. Has to be anonymous, though, because on the record, if any agencies or shit watch this, I don't do I don't do sexy content. I would like to voice in your DC and Marvel and Disney shows. I am family friendly. Melania Trump core. Rachel gonna start spouting pro-life talking points? Literally. Melania did a number on him. Now he's working at McDonald's. We love it. We love it. Booby XQC. Literally. You scared the ever-loving shit out of me. I forgot we talked about that. Gal, Listen. I can't draw it. I could write it. I could write that shit for days, okay? I bust out scripts like this. Honestly, the only thing I would have to do is if I made an anonymous thing where I was writing and voicing stuff like that, I would have to have somebody who is my fact checker. Because I'm an asexual virgin. So I don't actually know what's possible and what's not possible. So I would have to have somebody who's like reading my scripts and going, oh no, right here, we don't do this. You're gonna have to cut this. You want to say this instead. Like, I'd have to have a fact checker to make sure what I'm saying is accurate. I would want to voice Pern furries too. My voice has gotten so much better. Let's go, Mordecai. Mordecus, how low can you get? You be the men, I be the ladies. There we go. I can draw furry NSFW, I just can't animate. Oh, we don't gotta animate. That's top tier money. We don't gotta do that shit. We can do it on my name. I don't give a shit. But the problem, gal, is if they see it on your name, and they're like, oh, who's the anonymous voice? I need them not to be able to track it back to me. You know what I'm saying? Dibs, let's go, Raz. Let's go. Dibs, Raz, you are our straight consultant. That's what you'll be. Shing, sparkle, sparkle, literally. That feels so, yeah, literally me. Mordecus, literally me. I'm gonna be like, oh, where does that go? Hey, where does that go? Like, I don't know where that goes. I don't know what that is. This is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. That's right. We make you a new name. Yeah, it's gotta be something that's fully cannot be associated with me. Like, it's gotta be like Pink Bubblegum Princess or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fully opposite of me. Fully opposite. And then the only voices I do are voices that are not my own. So, like, every voice I do is like, oh, I really love that. Like, it's gotta be up there, you know? It's gotta be, like, up high. That kind of jazz. Lemon Lover, again, too associated. I get that it's the opposite of me, but that's associated with our community, okay? They always find out somehow. I know. But, Raz, in this day and age, I could claim it's AI. I could be like, don't worry, I'll talk to them. That's definitely AI. I would never do that. Please hire me, anime production companies. Lemon hater. There you go. The trick isn't to change your voice. It's to change the way you talk, like your cadence. Oh, I know. Oh, I'm well aware. Listen, I know how I sound. I know the way I talk. I'm well aware. Parasocialites will compare it to your mainstream work. Yes, they will. I already have a porn name for no particular reason. Well, duh. Mordecus, if you didn't have one, I'd be concerned. Listen, I might have met you in a professional setting, but the second we left professional setting, where it's no longer weird, we are peers. You are like, what, a year or two younger than me? We are peers now. We're no longer in a professional setting where I technically had more authority. Bitch, you better. I can call that every day, all day, okay? I have one too. I had to retire it years ago. God tier. This is what we want in life. This is what we want. For my Twitch people, there's going to be an ad break in about a minute here. Just fair warning. Speaking of changing your cadence, my fave thing to do is to turn rap songs into boring white people ditty bops. Bro. Okay, but that could work though. Have you ever seen the musical theater duo that takes random music and turns it into musical theater song? So like, what's the one I was listening to earlier today? You know the everywhere I go, bitches always know. Charlie Sheen has got a weenie that he likes to show. So I was listening to that, and there's like musical theater duo who will straight up be like, everywhere I go, everyone knows. Like, it's amazing. So you could do that. You could be that person who takes the rap music and turns it into white bullshit. You could do it. You really could. Yes, let's go. Mandingo Love was a male stripper who was 10 years older than me. So when I made the name, he was 29, and now I'm actually over 30. Ooh, the pursuit I had to go because he too is old. Ooh. Ooh. Somebody's old. Or like those old black people that sing modern music in gospel style. Yes, Mordecai. Oh my god, they're so beautiful. Have you ever seen that, it was like prime BuzzFeed cut era when they would do like the can this or that, fool this or that. You ever seen the video of like, can you figure out which singer is black? That video is crazy. Because like the people who are on it are very much like, they're sitting there like, well, there's sort of this soul sound to the voice. And I'm sitting there like, why does everybody sound so pretty? Why everybody sounds so pretty? I think it's I think it's a cultural thing. So, as someone who took phonetics, and who dealt a little bit in like voice and language in college, there's a huge aspect of language and accents. Oh, you're an ad hell. I'll wait till you come back. It's no fun to talk about it if you're an ad hell. But that means I think you could see me in the corner. Can you see me in the corner? Can you see me in the corner? Can you see me in the corner? I'm dancing for you. Ad hell Twitch people. Oh my gosh. Alright, this is the time, my YouTube and Twitch subscribers, that we make fun of and do secret things that the people who do not subscribe will never see, because they definitely can't go back and watch this video. So right now they have ads and they will never know what we are saying. So we could say whatever we want. So this is the time to redeem shit if you want to, or to say anything. There's not even any hot dudes in these ads. I'm over it. Valid, but they'll never know that we're talking about them, will they? You see, I could talk in a funny voice today, or perhaps I could talk in a silly little voice. Should I share with you? Should I share with you the script that I have to record? I could share with you secretly the script of the trailer, and they will never know because they're not Twitch subscribers. Here, I will bust it out. Let me see if I can get it out in time. Uh-oh, only a minute left. Uh-oh, can I get it out in time? Uh-oh, here we go. Can I get it out in time? Ready? All right, I'm gonna read it. Are you ready? They won't know because they got ads, so they won't see it. These ads are 4 minutes. I'm on YouTube, so I can hear you. It's just 10 seconds behind. No, you can't. Lies. You cannot switch to YouTube. I don't know what you're saying. Twitch non-subscribers can't hear me. They're not allowed to switch off the platform. You ready? Here we go. Ready? This is what I gotta record. Oh, we got 30 seconds. I'll just go for 30 seconds. I'll keep my eye on it. On a mission to the ends of the world, strangers become family, and family is all but forgotten. Abandoned, alone, and left for dead, do you fight to rejoin the living, or succumb to the story fate has decided will be the one you tell? As the walls around you crack and shake and the water threatens to swallow you whole, can you withstand the pressure? Building and building, ready to burst with the fury of a soul long scorned. Oh, time's up. Time's up. They're back. YouTube people and Twitch subscribers, don't tell them what we were doing. It's a secret. Only Twitch subscribers and YouTube fans are allowed to know what we were doing. You're back. Oh, you're back. Oh, you missed so much. Oh my gosh. Just goes to show it pays to be a Twitch subscriber or a YouTube watcher. I'm just joking with y'all. I'm just joking. I love to do fun shit when ads roll. Yes, the ads are 3 minutes long. Sometimes they throw in an extra one or two. But the options for ads on Twitch are either 1 minute ads every 30 minutes or 3 minute ads every hour. And personally, I hate breaks. I hate to get interrupted every 30 minutes. It drives me crazy. I'm like, that is not a long enough time period for me to engage. Stop giving me fucking ads. So I did the 3 minutes every hour because I'm like, that's enough time to go pee, to get a snack, to put your phone down. Like, I would rather have that and come back. You know what I mean? But that's personal preference. I don't care about y'all's secrets. I was on TikTok. Damn. He was on he said we ain't famous enough. Uh-oh. The hiccups are here. Come on, you gotta go away, little hiccups. He said we ain't famous enough for him. Mordecai said, you ain't big enough. I'm going to TikTok. I'm gonna watch TikToks. Damn. Watching Hassan edits. Fucking love you. God tier human. I've never met anybody else who's also a queer bitch and likes the normies. Like, I've never met anyone else in the queer community who's like, yes, I too enjoy Hassan Piker and Ludwig Ogren. Like, I'm like, oh, it's so nice to have somebody who likes the normies. I don't know, man. I don't know. You get a little less, because there are streamers that are like, somewhat in the normie category, but just slightly under those two, like Doug. I also like Doug, but Doug has like a huge queer following and a huge like trans representation and gay representation. So while he's normie coded, he's under it. He's like a little bit more niche than those two. I just like big hairy men. It makes me extra gay, actually. God tier. Excellent. Fantastic. I just like boobas. Excellent. Fantastic. Fabulous. It's so funny, too, because... okay, you know how we all have biases, right? Like, you like hairy men. You like boobas. Did somebody say booba? Yeah. Raz, Gal also like booba. Gal, Raz like booba. You can be friends now. So, what's funny is, like, we all have biases. My bias is unfortunately like misogyny. Like, I like men a lot. There's maybe one person I watch that is a woman. And I don't even watch her content a lot. And there is maybe one person I can listen to sing that is a woman, and it's only one or two songs. And I'm like, damn, did the universe just decide I have to be a misogynist? Like, what is this exactly? Why do I hate, what is going on here? Like, ayo, dance party! We all like booba here, that's true. I love men and women. Men are neat and cool. Women are powerful and sexy. Rages and bisexual. See, and that's what's even crazier. I don't understand why the universe made me not just a misogynist, right? It's not like I'm a straight misogynist. I'm an asexual misogynist. Where did that come from? Why can't the misogyny be rooted in like, ooh, gay people bad, hence me straight? Where is it rooted in? Is it self-hate? Is that why I'm genderqueer? Is it because I hate the fact that I'm a woman? Is that where my misogyny tendency comes from? We've done it. I don't need a therapist. We psychoanalyzed me. Thanks, chat. OMG, I thought I hated women the other day because I found all the girls my brother talks to annoying and boring. I do not feel like a girl's girl. Well, that's the thing, right? Sit in the chair, I have a pen, literally. So, do you think maybe your childhood, literally, I love to hanging out with dudes, but women are so cool. Well, and that's the thing, right, is like, I think if we go psychoanalyze for a second, y'all know how I love to go from crazy bullshit, crazy things and gay shit to now we're actually going to talk real shit and get philosophical. Like that one time we were talking about AI and shit. let's get philosophical for a second. If we're actually going to root it, I would say that if we're like top tier misogyny, it actually doesn't come from like hate women, feminine things. Maybe a little bit, right? Because I was always that kid who's like, oh, I don't like pink, I don't like this, I don't like feminine things, I don't like makeup. So maybe there's a little bit of that in there. But I would root its like strong core down to needing validation. Because I grew up in a culture where you didn't look for validation from other women. You looked down upon other women. You judged other women. You looked for validation from men. So it was always like, oh, that bitch is a whore. That bitch is stupid. That bitch is this or that, right? You weren't looking to have female friends or female figures that valued you or that you appreciated or that you felt valued from. Because as far as you were concerned, that's not how you look at females, right? Oh, I hate to use that word. I'm sorry. The incel in me slipped out. That's not how you look at women. It was very much like, and I don't even mean it in a sexual way, because again, asexual. So I don't mean it in a way of like, oh, men, like, I'm a housewife, I want man, I need men validation. It was more just like, because you didn't see women that way, men became the thing where it's like, well, they're the important ones. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. I am also a gender abolitionist and a feminist, so I feel the need to care about and defend men as well as women. When the girlies make I hate men jokes, to be fair, I am also autistic. Fair. That's real and valid. The self-awareness is what helps you not be hateful towards women and femmes. Thank you, Mordecus. I find that females, literally you said that and then immediately my next sentence was females. I think men get a lot of shit nowadays. Men are neat. I also think that women get a lot of shit. Women are neat cool. I love how neurodivergent this community is. Men are neat. Women are neat cool. Not men, woman, also neat cool fine. I love being neat. Hi, Records of the Realm. Welcome. We're having an intersectional conversation about cool gay shit and also philosophical inner trauma, because I was talking about how I have like rooted misogyny. And we were talking about where that rooted misogyny comes from, because for some people it's the concept of like you didn't fit into being a woman and you didn't like feminine things, and that's where it comes from. And for me, I think it's from growing up in a space where you lived in a group where women judged other women. And so it became the validation and the narcissism and the seeking of validation and the seeking of appreciation went towards men and blocked women because it was that kind of environment. Welcome. My inability to spell is really fucking me over. Never gal. We love it. Also, gay shit. Yes, gay shit. Yes, gay shit. Guys, Records of the Realm are a beautiful TTRPG D&D group that I have talked to and worked with before. They're fantastic. I'm so glad that they're here with us today. Hello. We love you. OMG, it's raining so hard where I am. It sounds lovely. God, I love rain. That's another conversation we have to have. Wait, and Records of the Realm, maybe you have an opinion on this. But let me read what Gal says first. Everyone deserves a smooch consensually. Men, women, those in between, and I think I need medicated. Yes, 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 and yes. Go take your meds. Rain does equal good. You're welcome back whenever for whatever. It was such a good time. Yay! I'm so glad to hear this. I mean, you kind of have to say that if you're in my chat, so it's fully okay if that's not the truth. But yay! Guys, I'm validated. So, rain does equal good. Truth. So, concept of rain and rain being good and liking rain. I was on Twitter the other day doing some promotional shit. I saw a really lovely person who I've not spoken with before in the TTRPG community say something about how they're doing a show that they want to call Cozy Horror. And they're not sure if Cozy Horror can be a thing. And so this sparked my interest Because the technical definition of the word cozy is comfortable, soft, and warm. And the technical definition of the word horror is fear and repulsion. Those are the exact definitions. So the argument is, right, well, you can't be comfortable when you're being repulsed. Those are exact opposites. That's not possible. But arguably, you can be soft and warm when you are afraid or repulsed. So it was this cool thing of like, in what ways can this exist? How do they balance? What does it mean? Now let me read some of these about gay shit. The docs don't believe me that I'm neurospicy. They literally went, nuh-uh. Gal, we already told you you need a new OBGYN because they didn't listen to you when you literally pass out during periods. You need a new doctor, hon. I went through the whole gender spectrum. Pick me girl to lesbian, to non-binary lesbian, to non-binary pansexual, straight mass trans man, gay trans man, hyperfemme gay trans man. I got you, Mordecus. You collected every Pokemon gender and we love it. I just wouldn't comment if we didn't want you back. Fair. Cozy horror sounds like Cabin in the Woods. That's what I'm thinking, Records of the Realm. Society has let its general standards drop. Now Boeing parts are falling from the sky. Bring back those and I think we'll be good. Fair enough. Shaun of the Dead also has cozy horror for me. I agree. No can do. My mom works for this doc and I'm poor. Gal, then you must suffer like the rest of us who are undiagnosed but know we've got something. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the undiagnosed neurodivergent party. People tell me I'm normal, but normal people can't A, not say sentences, and B, have the exact same song repeated in their head for 7 years straight, every second of every hour for every day. Coraline is cozy horror. Paranorman. Coraline for sure. The key to my heart is through my highs. I watch people's eyes now. Raz, are you high or drunk? Because I think you're a little off topic, my guy. You gotta jump with us back on topic, my dude. But yes, so cozy horror. All these things you're saying are cozy horror territory. Or Coraline, Paranorman are very, they're actually, I've talked about this before on stream, they're what I call children's horror. Because that is its own genre. It is its own category. People don't like to acknowledge it, but it is. And it needs more good movies. I'm so glad about the Five Nights at Freddy's movie because it's perfect children's horror. It's excellent. Tennessee Whiskey. Okay, I was wondering. I wouldn't be friends with you if you were normal. Not yet. That's correct, Mordecus. That's correct. But yes. So here's the thing. Here's my thought process for cozy horror. And why rain equals good reminded me of it. Because my argument, right, is not that, because the traditional viewpoint of cozy is like softer fall colors, right, like the yellows and the oranges. It's nice sensory things like good smells like flowers or baking food. It's a little bit of sunlight that makes you feel warm. That is traditional stereotype of cozy. And then traditional stereotype of horror, is a dark, spooky, rain, barely any lights, flickering things, creaking noises, right? Cold, dreary. That's traditional horror. So when I was talking with this person, they were talking about how both of those things are in the game they're running. And so they were trying to see if, is it like cozy horror vibes? My argument is that's not cozy horror, right? That is two different themes being used together. You have nice, calm moments, horror moments, nice, calm moments. I don't think that's necessarily cozy horror because you need nice, calm moments in a horror. My argument is cozy horror is just horror for those of us who enjoy being afraid and being scared. Because remember, the definition of cozy is comfortable. There are those of us who love horror because we find comfortability in the fear, in the scariness, in the thrill. Mordecus, I forgot you were a mod, and so you pinning Wendell and Wild was spooky and it made me cry. Scared the life out of me, but I appreciate you. Wendell and Wild was great. I've not seen it, but I know it's good. Horror games like Fran Bow, yes. Gone Girl, yes. All of these things could be cozy horror. And my argument is like, you can't think of cozy or of horror. That was an accident? Too late. It's there now. You can't think of cozy or horror as the stereotypes. You have to think of the actual, like, what do these words mean? Because for me, if you put me in the traditional cozy environment that we were talking about, soft lighting, the brighter colors, right? The warm sensation, the nice smells, that's not cozy to me. That doesn't make me feel comfortable and loved and warm and soft. I feel comfortable when you put me in the dark alley with the single street light and the wind whistling and the rain pouring down. Like, that is what I enjoy. That is what makes me happy. That lovely feeling that people get from the traditional cozy, I get that feeling in the traditional spooky, the traditional horror. So that's what was really interesting to me, and I found this to be a really interesting conversation and topic, because I was like, I think there are multiple ways to do cozy horror and have it be specific to that person. Like, the stuff you guys are mentioning are cozy horrors for you guys. Coraline, for a lot of people, is scary and cozy. And that was the other thing, was people were arguing that, well, you can have a cozy horror, but it can't be truly scary if it's cozy. I disagree. Because again, something that is horrific to me and scary to me is my cozy. That makes me feel incredible. That's how I want to feel. And arguably, the how you want to feel is cozy. So, like, I would feel better putting on, like, fucking the new It movies than I would if you put on, like, a Disney movie. The princess movies do nothing for me. You put on fucking Skarsgård when he's scaring the shit out of children, I love it. I love it. I love it. You know what I mean? A cozy horror video game, I feel like, should be Stepford Wives kind of vibes. Like, this is cute and lovely, but something is often sinister. That's an excellent point. My latest comfort game is Thank Goodness You're Here, and that's a comedy game. There you go. For some people, it's comedy, right? Yeah, because one of the scariest things to me is something horrible that is happening in a cute place, or when happy music is playing. Exactly, right? So you guys are bringing up really good points of, like, you could, if cozy to you is a bit more traditional, is a bit more like general, happy, warmer, softer vibes, then the way that you would get cozy horror is by making that environment, but adding an aspect of atmospheric horror. Instead of just like, bah, I'm a big scary villain, you're sitting in this warm, comfy place, but something feels off. Something is weird. It's a clash of I'm comfortable, but I know that I am accepting the comfortability and that at some point it's going to break. This does not apply to the whole game, but I think people will know this reference. The beginning of Undertale. When you are in the house with Goat Mom. Arguably, that is super cozy. It's sweet. It's adorable. She's nice. You get baked goods. You get flowers. It's bright colors. The wording is beautiful. But something is off. Something is weird. The energy is in a state of anxiety. It's the act of choosing to ignore what you know is wrong, I think is where you can get cozy horror in an atmospheric way. I love that idea, and I think when it's done really, really well, it's really cool. I try to bring a little bit of those vibes into our show. Our show is not cozy in any way, shape, or form. But the beginnings of our shows tend to be a little cozy. Because I don't start with horror right out the gate, right? I start with little things where it's like, you drop the pencil. The glass breaks. They're dirty. The paint changes color. It's just little instances of, that's a little weird. Okay. Alright. Almost like Casper the Friendly Ghost territory. Right? Like, that feels a little cozy horror to me. Halloween Town, I think 2. I don't know about 1. No, 1, because 1, they're in the theater, right? When the big, scary ghost guy comes, the big, like, scary, smoke monster shows up. Halloween Town is cozy horror. Right? The skeleton taxi cab driver is a little weird and a little freaky, even though he's a good guy. It's weird. 2 is definitely weird. Yeah, Halloween Town 2 is definitely cozy horror. Because it gets scary. Like, because you could argue when everybody starts transforming into the masks and the monsters, it's not scary, but it's definitely horror. You know what I mean? Because right now the mascot horror is so tired. Like, a lot of these bitches would never sell as a kid's toy, so it's not believable, nor is it shocking when it turns out to be evil or alive. That's fair. That's fair, Mordecai. That's absolutely fair. It used to be a real big thing because it was, like, the Uncanny Valley territory, right? Uncanny Valley territory can sometimes be cozy horror. You gotta build up the vibes, yes. Ooh, Phantom of the Movieplex. I think I've heard of that one. I don't think I've seen it. Let me look up, make sure I'm thinking the right thing. Phantom Movieplex. Yeah, exactly that, right? With the masks. Oh, anything that is like Mannequin or Doctor Who style Silent Angels, right? Anything where it's masks and mannequins and they're not actively coming at you, but you don't trust them. It's that feeling in a video game when there's a dead body on the floor and you walk like 5 feet up to it and you won't get any closer because you're like, this one's gonna come alive. I know this one's gonna jump at me. I know this one's gonna jump at me. It's that feeling. That's the cozy horror. Huggy Wuggy I get though. I still want a plush toy of him. Velcro hugging arms and all. So that's the thing, right? Is like once we move past an era in a genre, we will look back at those things and be like, oh, they're actually really cool. They're actually really intriguing. I actually really like this. We just have to get past those places in the genre. Press X to hide. Hide from what? Exactly, right? Atmospheric horror is something that has been consistent but doesn't get a lot of recognition. When we think of those games, we love them, right? What's the demo? PT? Is that the demo that never got a game? That's an atmospheric horror. It is nothing but atmospheric horror. Now, to be fair, it's not the truest definition of atmospheric horror because there are some jump scare bits. There are some, like, very clear villainous ghosty bits. But a lot of it is atmospheric horror. And anytime we think of them, we're like, oh, damn, these are good. Because if they weren't good, we would not think of them. Me trying to stay away from those jump scare porch decorations, yup. Or when games start telling you to press to run. Run from what? Yes. PT, yes. Resident Evil 7, the one with the family, had a lot of atmospheric horror. Yes, right? So atmospheric horror is interesting because there is an element of it when it is at its purest form, which is when you do not know what the danger is. That is atmospheric at its purest. Now, it doesn't have to stay there. Resident Evil is an example, right? Eventually you find out the family is your danger. But it takes a very skilled hand, and you have to be very careful when you reach that point in an atmospheric horror where you have revealed the danger. If you want it to stay atmospheric, you have to be very specific about it. Because now that there's a real threat, your atmosphere turns less into, I don't know why I'm upset, but I'm upset. And the player or the viewer is able to go, I'm upset, it's probably because of this. It's probably because of the bad guy, right? So you have to be very careful with your atmospheric horror once you reveal the danger. That's my fave Resident Evil. Let's go. Hi, Dilly Dally. Welcome, welcome, my friend. We are talking about cozy horror. Is it a thing? The definition of it, what things fit into it. And right now we are on atmospheric horror. And the differences between atmospheric style and other styles of horror. Y'all know I'm a big horror person. I love these kinds of things. Not just in everything, in TV shows, in video games, in actual play. We're talking about all of it. But I'm always interested in talking about these topics and discovering and speaking with you guys about my thoughts, because I then take these ideas and these concepts and I put them into the shows we make, right? I'm literally so excited. First Saturday in November. You might not see it in episode 1 because these are a little shorter, but once our new season starts get rolling, it is completely different from the first season, and that's because of all the things we talked about while building it. So I'm really excited about it. I hope you guys like it. Subnautica at some points, yes. Subnautica does beautiful with atmospheric horror. It is excellent at an atmospheric horror because even though you know there could be dangers that are creatures, there is never an answer as to a specific one. Where would Little Nightmares fall? Great question, Mordecus. I would say Little Nightmares. Ooh, this might put us into an interesting category. So that's atmospheric, I think. Love Little Nightmares. So, yes, I think Little Nightmares has a lot of atmospheric horror. There are definitely aspects where we were talking about earlier where you find out what the danger is. And like we were talking about, you have to be careful with an atmospheric horror because once you find out the danger, you lose some of that horror in the atmosphere. I think Little Nightmares is a pretty excellent example of how to keep the atmospheric horror steady even though you know what the danger is. That's partially because the danger does change as you get through area by area, but it's also partly because their danger and the way that you play Little Nightmares is not the same way you play other horrors. Little Nightmares is a side-scrolling platformer. That's weird. You have essentially taken Mario and made it into a horror game. Hey Vito, welcome, welcome. We are talking about horror video games, atmospheric horror, what categories does each one fall into, and things like that. Abstract horror is really cool to me because it uses your imagination against you. Yes, Dilly. Abstract horror is even crazier. Abstract horror is one of those genres where either you love it or you hate it. And that tends to be everything abstract, but it's really a lot of fun, especially with video games. I think it's because the dangers are a part of the atmospheres. In Little Nightmares, yes, it shows you like an elbow, and then 5 scenes later, without warning, it chases you. Yeah, so that's the thing with Little Nightmares is, remember, it's a side-scrolling platformer, so I would argue part of the reason their atmospheric horror works, exactly like you guys said, right? The horror, even though it can engage with you, is part of the atmosphere. It's part of the background. And also, you know, it comes in and out. But exactly that concept of, even if it can do damage to you, it can engage with you, it feels like it is a part of the background. It feels like you are viewing a scene that is happening, that you are not involved. And that when it stops engaging with you, it goes back into the curtain, back into the painting, back into the world that you are not in. I think the fact that it's a side-scrolling platformer does wonders for keeping it atmospheric horror. It's excellent. Horror games with 4D sound are cool. Gal, are you talking about the ones where, like, it goes around your head when you wear headphones? Because those are freaky as shit. There aren't a lot of them, and some use them a little bit too much, but they are really cool when they work. Yes, yeah, they're really cool. They're really cool. Unfortunately, I'm not a headphones person, so I can't usually watch a lot with headphones, but they are really, really cool. I hope y'all know when I say hi, I'm saying it like SpongeBob saying, "Hi, Squidward." I believe you. Also, don't you bring up SpongeBob in my chat, I swear to God. Oh my God, we've already had the argument about SpongeBob. Am I still wearing... It went all the way back the other direction. Okay, you can tell I moved because I literally thought I had lost it and it just went all the way back. Okay, tried to... Nope, we're not going to say that to us. Minecraft at night is still scary as fuck. I believe you. Never played it, but I believe you. Like a door knock will freak you the fuck out. I love sound design and Foley artists. Yes. Yeah. Sound design and Foley artists are so cool. They are so good at what they do. It's incredible. Stop. I love SpongeBob because he's so cute. It has begun. No. No. Oh, God. What have I done? What have you done, Mordecus? Oh. Mordecus. So, okay. So, the regular, I know he's your Pookie Bear. The regular members of this community have a joke that they're about SpongeBob. Because when we were planning season 2 of our show that comes out in November, they wanted to do an underwater horror. And I don't know anything about underwater, so they were working on a lot of it. And the joke was, what if we put SpongeBob in it? And then they just kept yelling at me to make SpongeBob references. And I refuse to put SpongeBob into my hard work, my artistic craft. Okay, I'm not putting SpongeBob references into my horror shows. Suck my dick. I won't do it. Oh my God. Someone made a FNAF SpongeBob clone. Oh, Lord help me. SpongeBob was my generation too. And it's not my shit. I was a Phineas and Ferb kid, okay? I was an old child, alright? Fuck SpongeBob. Why? Why have we done this to me? If you want to see Horror Doodle Bob, go join me on the charity game on the 26th on Roll for Good's Twitch channel. The plot is literally just Doodle Bob. The players don't know that. Don't spoil it. But it's literally just Doodle Bob. And I didn't do it on purpose, okay? You guys gave me a bad influence and made me put SpongeBob in a horror show. I am, in fact, a coward. SpongeBob would never do anything scary. He's a cutie pie, pookie, dookie, tookie, puppy. I hate you. I hate you with every fiber of my being. I would like it if you could jump off a cliff, thanks. But now if you're gonna do something though, you can't actually jump off a cliff because they could use that against me in court. And I swear to God, if you die and they use against me, if you jump off a cliff and they use that against me in court, we're gonna have words. We're gonna have words, Mordecus. Courage the Cowardly Dog was disturbing. Yeah, not my shit. I was not a Cartoon Network person. I actually don't like stuff that's drawn. This is gonna sound so bad. I don't like stuff that is drawn that ugly. I never liked the gross out shows. I didn't like Courage. I didn't like Gumball's World or whatever it was. I didn't like Ed, Edd and Eddy. Anything that's drawn or weird, I don't like. I don't know, man. I wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob, but I love making Rachel suffer. Yes, you do. Yes, you do indeed. And you know what? That's what I'm here for. I like to be made fun of. I am a masochist. Sadist? Masochist? I think it's masochist, right? Masochist. Yeah, let's go. I got it right the first time. Hell yeah. Both? Both. Horror Doodle Bob, literally. I'm taking you down with me, bud. I'm hitting a This Is For Rachel. I love that. I loved Courage and Gumball. Mordecus, we can tell. That's all. Teletubbies must be your worst nightmare? So, Teletubbies didn't bother me because Teletubbies is like real live thingy-majigs. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't like the art style. That was gross and nasty, which is why I didn't like too much of SpongeBob. I watched some of it. If you think I don't know Goofy Goober, you're crazy. If you think I don't know Krabby Patty and chocolate, alright? Accidentally, Chocolate Lady is in our first show, and that was not planned. I know it. I've watched some of it. I just, like, I don't do the butterfly episode. Ugh, nasty. Clipping that? Do it. Do it, bitch. Do it. Masochist is liking to receive pain. Sadist is giving pain. So both was correct. Records was correct. Both is right. I am both. Actually, honestly, if we want to get deep, if you want to learn a fact that you didn't want to know, actually, masochist is not my jam. I might be a sub. I might be an asexual submissive, all right? But I'm not into pain is not my shit. I really don't like pain. Like at all. Like at all. I do not like pain. Sadism, on the other hand. You want to be fucked up? Give it to me. Give it to me. Again, in an ace way, but give it to me. I love a power balance where I'm the power. Let's go. Damn, Rachel. Why do I suddenly feel ashamed for my love of Gumball? You should. In fact, I think you should. In fact, perhaps you should feel worse than I think you do. I'm kidding, actually. You should only feel bad if you're also a Steven Universe fan. Oh! Sorry. Joking. Fully joking. I knew that would get you. I had to. That includes mental pain? Yeah, no, still not that. Get me a man to slap and step on all day, every day. That sounds like you just want to be beat up for the sake of it. Yeah, right? Dilly, I'm like, listen, asexual masochism. Uh-oh. What just got redeemed? What did you fuckers redeem? Oh, lore time. Thank God. Records, I appreciate you for redeeming that. They like to redeem some of the crazy shit I have in there and make me say crazy shit. Because you get high enough points and you can make me say whatever you want. TOS regarded. So I was like, what did you redeem? While we're talking about masochism and sadism, what did you redeem? Thank you, Records. Don't talk about my little gem boy all day, every day. Rachel, I was a pick-me. You know I never watched Steven Universe. You're right. See, what's funny, Mordecus, is you were a pick-me. I was a bully. It's crazy the miles we go. They tell you hurt people. And it's true. One day that bitch who told you to kill yourself, she's gonna be an emo who wants to kill herself. It's okay. It all comes back to bite us in the end. That's just what happens. It's a circle. Don't worry. You just gotta wait. Life is cycles. Yes, it is. Life is all cycles, okay? It's a cycle. It's okay. It's all good. We would have been a great pair even in our old selves. Y'all, I would have loved... Yes, listen, this is going to get real. I have no shame. I'm going to say this. I would have loved to have friends growing up. I think we all would have been friends, and that would have been nice. So me, live streaming, currently only 3 times a week, but eventually once this becomes my career, every day, all day, you fuckers will never get rid of me, is solely because I don't have friends. And I would like friends. And so you guys are my friends, and we are parasocial, and I love you. Uh-oh, I can't make heart. Like, I'm sad when nobody comes and chats in my stream. It makes me so sad. Would you rather keep talking about SpongeBob, or do you want to talk about furries instead? I love furries. I am furry. I am Scaly King. I am Dragon King. I have more dragons than anybody has. I have over 50 dragons. I could go bust them all out right now and bring them in here. Literally could do that. I have dragons for days. I wouldn't even have a place to put them all in here. Alright? Okay, Seto Kaiba. Mokuba. Why are you such an idiot? Shut up, Mokuba. The grown-ups are talking. Go get yourself kidnapped by Pegasus. Yugi! You and your grandpa's cards are foul and useless. This is not a joke. I am so Seto Kaiba because I'm an asshole and also I love dragons that I literally have a plan with somebody to one day do a duo costume where they are Mokuba and I am Seto Kaiba. The funny part is they're taller than me. But it doesn't matter. I was hella lonely today, and then your notification popped up, and I smiled wide. Oh, thank you. That make me happy. Badass. Let's go. If we ever stop being friends, I would tell Twitter you bullied people right when your career takes off. Mordecus, do it. Mordecus, I'm not even joking. Mordecus, I fucking dare you. Yo, there's so many clips of me. There's literally a clip on my TikTok right now, back when I used to edit, even though I hated every fiber of my being. There's literally a clip on my TikTok right now of me saying, "We love child murderers." Literally, there's a clip of that. Do it. Cancel my ass. At least I'll know it came from you, and it came from the heart and the soul, instead of somebody else. You know what I mean? As someone with autism, it's so hard to make friends. It's a challenge. It is a challenge. Literally, Dilly, I feel that. Undiagnosed here, but I feel the pain and the difficulty of making friends. Especially because there's so many different friend styles. Like, I am a clinger, and I am a talker. Hence why streaming really helps me make a connection and a community with all of y'all and make friends with all of y'all, because I don't shut up, right? So I have trouble making friends in person because I am consistently talking. Like, I am the person that you have to ask to stop talking so that you can talk. Because there's just, I don't recognize that I'm talking too much or that I'm not letting other people speak. So that's difficult. And then also, I am the worst person. This is why we don't do relationships. I am that stereotypical person you hate in a relationship, but is still bad with friends, where I will cling to you and also want nothing to do with you at the same time. So it's like, I will be that person who is sending hundreds and hundreds of messages where I'm like, okay, let's meet up at this time and do this thing, and then we go to the thing, and I don't stop talking to you, and I'm having fun with you, and I'm exploring. But when the event is over, I need like 3 days to where I'm like, nope, I will not answer any messages. I need 3 days, then I can come back to this. It's a weird balance, you know? So I feel that pain. I wish I could show off my persona. Have I seen that one? Because I think I've seen that one. I think it's cool. Dragons, glorious. Yes, they are, Dadley. Also, Dadley, thank you for still being here. I know you lurk a lot, and I appreciate you for lurking. It means a lot. Thank you. I consider all y'all my friends, literally 1,000,000%. The hair's gonna be so hard. Fair. OMG, should we manufacture a scandal that we can both leech off of? Hell yeah, Mordecus. Listen, when you cancel me, Mordecus, we're going to become ultimate, like, WWE-style enemies. Alright? We're going to play it up. Our DMs are going to be us going, bro, did you see what someone said about me the other day? It's hysterical. Great job. That's what we got to do. Okay? That's what we got to do. And then we won't actually do Creator Clash, but we do something similar to Creator Clash, where we face off against each other, and we tie, and then become friends, and now both our communities are both of our communities. There you go. I love listening to people talk about their hyperfixations. Please tell me everything you know. Yay! So you're a cat. Literally, I'm a cat. That's why I own 2 cats and I love cats. I am a cat. I am literally a cat. We're both neurodivergent, so we both just talk over each other. Literally, Mordecus. Literally. You'll be in the same room as us, but you won't let us get you scritched. Literally is what it is. That is genuinely me. And I have a cat who's like that. I literally have a cat who goes up into your face, and you start petting him, and within 2 seconds, he bites you. So you stop petting him, and then he goes like this, and he rolls over into your hand, and he's like, no, pet me. And then you go to pet him, and he bites you. And he's like, why would you pet me? But pet me. That's literally him. And that is literally me. I'm like, let's be friends, but also shush. But also, let's be friends. Like, to me 24/7. 3 days is so real. Please leave me alone. Exactly. Right? I'm like, ooh, I need no contact for, like, a good... Because I like plans. I'm an activity person. It's another reason why streaming's great for my brain and making friends. I am not the type of person, like, if you were to say to me, hey, do you want to hang out today? I hate that. No. Do not come... what do we do? Because I don't like to watch, like, I can't just sit down and watch a show or do 2 things in the same room with each other. There has to be something we are doing. So we have to go to dinner. And if you want it to be a talking session, we have to get food and make eating our activity. Or we go to dinner and we talk at a restaurant. I have no shame. I'll talk about everything loudly in a restaurant. Or if you want it to be more of an activity, where we snack and we get to have fun but not necessarily conversations, board games. So my sister has friends. My sister's a normal person. She hosts board game nights for me with all of her friends. I'm not kidding you. One day, you guys, when I'm rich and famous, I will fly every single one of you. It won't be for a stream or anything. I will fly every single one of you out to wherever I am just so we can have a board game night. Because board games are so important to my heart and soul. They're like, oddly, they're one of my big boy things that I'm like, that thing's mine. And if I have, like, if you don't like board games, you cannot be in, like, a close to me type of energy. It's really important to me. I love board games. She hosts board game nights with all of her friends simply so that I have board game nights. Because I don't have friends and I can't do that. So, and you need like 12 people at least for board game nights. So it's amazing. It's fantastic. I mean, probably you do follow my art account. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen them, Mordecus. Terminator handshake meme, literally. Like, hang out today? I need time. For what? IDK, but I need time. Literally, Mordecus. Like, we have to be doing something. I can't just hang, because to me, just hanging is very personal. So I am like, most people are ambiverts, even though we think we're extroverts or we think we're introverts. I'm like true to core ambivert. I love people. I get so much energy and fulfillment out of people, but we have to be doing something. There has to be something that we are there has to be a goal. I cannot just hang out with people, because to me, hanging out is the introverted side of my ambivert. Watching a YouTube video and eating food and looking at my phone is a personal endeavor that, like, I can't even have other people in the room for. I can't do it. I just can't. It has to be me and my cats. That is my time. Everything else is okay. But, like, yeah. Let's go. I'll make the drive. Hell yeah. I've been playing Go for a long while now. It's become a hyperfixation. Wait, Dilly, can we play Go sometime? Can we actually play Go sometime? I don't know it super well. I know the Western, like, variation on it. Where you're flipping white to black. Kind of like how Mahjong is a real game, but the Western audiences only know the version of Mahjong where you match pieces. That's not how you play Mahjong. So I only know the version of Go that's Westernized, where it's your flipping color pieces. I don't know all the rules, but I would love to play and I would love to learn. Hell yeah! Yay! Yay, yay, yay! So there's a website that I used. Gal was on stream with me on Saturday. Gotcha, I've only played the Eastern version. Yeah, so you'll have to teach me a little bit, but I love to learn. So I'd be down to do it. But Gal was on stream with me Saturday, and I added her to the website. There's a website called BoardGameArena.com that I use nonstop. It should have Go on it. But if you're down, I'll give you my info, because I would love people to play board games with on there. I love it, love it, love it. It has mostly European and some Asian, like, traditional, like, Go games on there. There's hardly any, like, America pilled, which is amazing, because it means I get all the German and the Swiss and the French games. I love it. And it does have a decent amount of, like, Asian-oriented games as well. I don't know if they're Japanese or what they are, but it has some of those on there. What about I'm picking you up tomorrow at noon, dress comfortably? So, okay, so sometimes, no, you know what? If I'm being fully honest, I know you're joking, Gal, but with me, I'm a control freak. So if someone were to message me of like, hey, we're going somewhere tomorrow, dress like this, can't do it. It's not necessarily the urgency that I couldn't do. Sometimes it is. I am undiagnosed, but part of the reason I think it may lean towards OCD is because, although it could be anxiety-based, when I was in college is when it was at its peak. I still have it somewhat now, just a little bit lessened. I have, like, very strict time neurodivergency. The easiest way to explain it is when I was in college, when it was at its peak, I could have 2 classes in the exact same building that were 5 hours apart, and I could not leave that building. I just couldn't. Because something in the neurodivergency was like, you can't leave. There was some sort of time anxiety that was like, it doesn't matter how long the time is, an hour, 2 hours, 5 hours, right? I had to stay in that building, sitting in the stairwell, sitting in an extra room that nobody was in, and wait for 5 hours until the next class. Because there was some sort of anxiety, and I can't even give you a thought process. It was just an anxiety of, you are supposed to be back in this building. You should just stay here. You can't leave. You must be on time, like that kind of thing. So I would not be able to do something like that. But if somebody was like, hey, I want to do something, here are my days that are free, then I would be able to go, great, do you want to go to this restaurant? Do you want to do an activity? I love pottery. Do you want to go to a pottery place? And if I get more of the control of it, then I'm down for shit like that. For my Twitch people, there's an ad break in about a minute. Pulling up to board game night with the gays in a fur coat and shades. Let's go. I feel that 100% because I love people and attention, but I need space for several hours to a day, to at least a day. Yes. It's played on a 19 by 19 grid. I also can play chess, but I am not good. That's okay, Dahlia. I suck at chess. I play it, and I actually know how to play shogi. If you've ever played Japanese chess, that is fun. Shogi is fun. But I'm not a think ahead person. That's not my brain. So I just played for fun. Shogi is awesome. Dilly, we have to play Shogi. Dilly, we have to play Shogi. Oh my god, we have to play Shogi. It's a big improvement. We have to. I love Shogi. Shogi's great. My dad, you're going to be ad break, so I'll talk about it afterwards. But if you're still here, Dilly, then I'll talk about it. I'm like that too. My brain will know I have a thing at 3, but I have to be ready and waiting for at least 2 hours before because I'm so scared of being late. I'll play checkers. Let's go, Gal. Gal, you're my person I'm going to introduce to all the games I play. Because you picked up on the ones we were playing really fast. Really, really fast. So I'm going to introduce you to every single game I played. For the record, I actually will pull it up. Well, I'm going to pull it up right now. I can tell you the exact amount of games I played that are just on Board Game Arena. So I have played... Let's see. I'm pulling it up, don't worry. Oh, that's game history. I don't want game history. I want this button. Will it tell me? Yeah. So, unique games. We're talking every, number-wise, every single one of these is a different game. Some are, like, different, some are, like, if you've played Splendor, they'll make, like, a separate one that's, like, Splendor Duel. But most of them are completely unique, separate games. And, it includes games that I've only played once, but these are all games, unique games that I've played just on Board Game Arena. 334 individual games I have tried, board game-wise, on Board Game Arena. And that, of course, doesn't include anything that's not on this website that I've played or picked up in stores, etc., etc. That also doesn't include my love and enjoyment for watching people play board games. So all the ones I have not personally had a chance to play, but I consider them games I've played because watching people play them, in my opinion, counts. Because I am a huge No Rolls Bard, who is an entirely board gaming YouTube channel. So all of the games I've watched them play, and all of the games I've watched Smosh play on Board AF. So it doesn't even include all of those. You better on and off stream? Yay, I'm glad. Oh, we all need Tabletop Simulator. Yes, Tabletop Simulator, I want to try. I'm not super good with technology, but I feel like maybe I could figure it out. Dilly, we should play games. Yes, you guys should. We should be friends on Steam. Hell yeah. You know what I've always wanted to do, actually? Tell me if you guys would be interested in this. And I don't know if these YouTubers have become famous or I only think they're famous because they're in the genre of things that I like, which is board games. Do you guys know who Magic the Noah and, oh my god, there's another one. There's 1,000,000% another one. Hold on. Oh my god, I can't find him. But Magic the Noah is the big one. Oh, Veilfisk. Magic the Noah and Veilfisk. And I do think there might be one more. But they are YouTubers who, in my personal, I guess, what's being fed to me, have become famous. Oh, ad break, cool. Ad break over. In my personal view, Magic the Noah and Veilfisk have become famous because they make their own games, like their own board games, not really, but digital versions of them, with like maps made on Paint, literally MS Paint, and they have their friends play them, and then they put them on YouTube. Would that be something you guys are interested in doing? Because I would love to make a random board game thing and then have you guys play it. I would love that. And the way that they usually do it is that they don't tell you the rules. So literally you will see, sometimes you don't even see a map, because sometimes the point of the game is to figure out the map. And so you're having to keep track of where you go and what happens. But sometimes like you'll just see a map and then you'll know that you have like health and gold. But you won't know what to do. You won't know what you're allowed to do. You land on things that are like spinning wheels. You won't know how you win. Those are so fun to me, and I would love to like make one of those games and have you guys play it. Board games are fun. That sounds like fun. Okay, because I'm gonna have to try it then. Oh, speaking of which, actually, speaking of games, is there anyone in here? Because you are all invited. That sounds super fun. Amazing. Board Game Changer. I love it. I love it. So for those who don't know, I am working on an original mechanics with our community to run a more fantastical, less horror, digital show in 2025. Because we currently make horror TTRPGs, but I do those in person. So I want to branch out into the digital community, and we are making one that is currently dubbed The Killing Game after Danganronpa. I need playtesters. I'm looking for 8 playtesters who, it's gonna be at least, I would venture 3 hours. It might be 2, but I would venture 3. And you'd have to be able to do 2 sessions before 2025 is here. We would determine times and days as a group. But it's playtesting, so you wouldn't have to, it's not recorded, it's not visualized, we'd have to be able to hear you, and I would need feedback on what mechanics feel like they work, what feels fun versus not fun, what feels too RNG based. I volunteer as tribute, I'm a people, amazing. Not in person, fully digital. Everyone's invited to be a playtester. If I get more than 8 people who say that they're down, then I will go through and let y'all know who can do what. But Gal, Mordecus, if you guys are interested, I can at least put you on the interest list. Because I'm going to reach out to some folks in the TTRPG community. I don't know who's still here, if records are still here, Records of the Realm or anything like that. But Mordecus and Gal, I will add you guys to the list. And we'll see if you guys are still able to do it. It's totally chill if you're not. I'll just put you on the interest list. I am? Okay. Interested in playtesting. It is not horror. It is, if you don't know what Danganronpa is, it is still role-play, so you'll still have to be a character. If you don't know what Danganronpa is, it is a killing game, so there is death, but it's much closer to, like, Clue, where basically there will be 8 players. I will be the game master. There will be 8 NPCs. And every week, for you guys, it'll be the first session. You talk to each other. You engage with each other. You go look at different locations and what is in those locations. And then at the end of the first session, an NPC will die. At our second session, it is everybody's job to investigate the crime scene, investigate the body, and talk to each other, and then hold a trial to determine who they think the murderer is. The murderer will be one of the 8 players. That person will know they are the murderer, and they can lie and do whatever they need to do to try and get away with it. That's the basic plot. Do I get assigned a character, and can I do a voice? I want you to do a voice, and you may or may not get assigned a character. I think I'll give people the option for the playtest to come in with a character idea, but I will have a list that you can also choose from. So the idea behind it is not that this is scary, it's not that it's horrific. What you would be role-playing is you're supposed to role-play as an archetype. So the job is pick something weird, like Danganronpa does ultimate talents. We don't want to, we want it to be an independent thing so that I don't get copyright struck. So instead of having a talent, you're picking an archetype, and then when you role play it, it's to the highest version of it. So if you pick a rich trust fund girl, that can be your archetype. Then when you role play, it should be, I am sorry, what's that? Are you poor? My daddy pays for everything I need. I don't need to kill anybody. I've got plenty of money. Right? Like, you should go ham with whatever you pick. Just putting it out there, if I die first, you're all racist. God tier. God tier. So, part of the game that we decided, wow, poor shaming again, Rachel, listen. You know what? Okay, bad choice of words. Bad choice of words. Bad choice of an example. I'm sorry. There's now 3 official times on record where I'm shaming poor people like I'm not fucking broke. I swear to God. That's the shit that's gonna get me canceled. Low-key feeling the scamming old-timey countryman with a big hat and big rings. Do it. Do it. Be Doug Dimmadome. Do it. Be the big scammy boy. But part of this is you guys as players cannot die. Because when we run this as a show, I don't want there to be the possibility of somebody being really excited to play like 8 full weeks. Actually, it'd be 16 weeks. But to play... Camera? Thank you. I don't want somebody excited to have agreed to play like 16 weeks of games to be eliminated in the first week. That's shitty. So only the NPCs can die. If the majority, the innocent people, guess correctly that you are the murderer and you were the murderer, you're not out of the game. You would still be playing. For our purposes and for playtesting, we would only be running through 2 sessions. And that's the first session where you guys all get to talk to each other and develop your characters. Someone dies at the end. The second session to do the mechanics, because the mechanics don't come in really until the second session where we get into investigation and debate. Rachel loves the rich. Get her. Literally. Literally, get me. Get me, rich people. Okay, but I'm going to put you both down. Mordecus and Gal for playtesting. Because pretty much what I need is just feedback. It's just, hey, did the role-playing feel okay? Did the investigation scenarios make sense? Did it feel like, especially for people who end up being the innocents, did it feel like, and I think this is the big one that I'm working on, if you're playing as an innocent, does it feel like you could solve the mystery? Does it feel like you could get the actual answer? Whether or not you do is irrelevant. Did it feel like you could do it, or did it feel like you couldn't, like it was impossible to figure out? Because I don't want it to feel impossible. I want it to genuinely feel like Clue, where even if you get it wrong, you feels like you're just missing one little thing. You know what I mean? And then on the flip side, whoever ends up playing as the murderer, did it feel like you had the chance to get away with what you were doing? Or if you got caught, did it feel too much like you didn't know what to do or to say, and it was too difficult to get away with it? That's mainly what I'm looking for. It actually plays very similar to our Blood on the Clock Tower on Halloween. In the concept that I am giving the game master, aka me, authority to help and hinder based on their own judgment. Because that's something I really like about Blood on the Clock Tower versus something like Clue or Among Us, where there's, like, if one side is really stacked, they just kind of win. In Blood on the Clock Tower, and in this game we're creating, the game master has the ability to say, uh-oh, the innocents are getting a little bit too close to the truth, and I think maybe the murderer is having some trouble trying to think of a way they can get out of this. I'm going to give them false information. I'm going to lie to them to try and give the murderer an upper hand. Right? And that way it's a little bit more fun for both sides without feeling like one-sided. Gasp. Yeah, literally. It's fun. I'm hoping it will be fun. I have no experience in making or creating games. I'm an entertainer through and through, but I really want to run games and shows in a digital space where I can collaborate with people who are not here in person. And I didn't want to just go, okay, well, I'm gonna game master like I usually do, but digitally. Because everyone does that, and that doesn't feel unique or special to me. It doesn't feel important. And I want the creative work that I do to be special. It doesn't have to be good. I just want it to be special. I want it to be unique. I want it to have something about it that makes it different from what everyone else is doing. For our in-person horror show, it's two things. The first is that it is dramatic and horror, right? People do that, but I argue they do not go as intense as we do. But the other really big thing that is consistent throughout all the things I do, whether it's in person or like this game is going to be digital, is that the community, all of you, are the ones who create it. You have input. Like you guys have full input on NPCs. If you want to make up NPCs, I will use them. Like in this new game. We all created the mall together. We all chose the rooms that is going to go in our playtest area. So it's one of those things where like, that's our big special thing that nobody else does. Nobody else is making shows collaboratively. And I love that. It is genuine. I brag about you guys all the time to people who I know don't care, but it makes me so happy to have you guys collaborating and engaged and a part of the creative process and the things that we do, that I literally will be like, I'll be like, yeah, that was my chat's idea. That was my chat's thought. They made that one. And everybody in the room will be like, I'll be like, my chat thought of that. Gay, very gay. Very gay. I am so gay for you, chat. I'm so gay. Stop you. Literally, it's not a joke. I guarantee you, if Rachel being the proud dad, literally, it just means they aren't as cool as you. I love that, Tilly. Oh my god. It's genuinely the truth. Like, if you, even I think my players get annoyed at me sometimes, because there would be times when they, like, would ask me questions about the plot and stuff. Like, something would happen and they'd go, what was that? How did that happen? And I'll go, my chat thought of that creature. That was my chat side. They made that one. That was that. They made it. And then they'll be like, oh, okay. And I'll be like, yeah, that was chat's idea. I will say, in season 2, the only thing that I maybe tinily overrided judgment on, I did give our anglerfish monster tentacles. Because you guys know I like tentacles. You know what? That needs to be properly clipped. Hi, my name is Rachel, and I like tentacles. And I'm not ashamed of that. There you go. I like tentacles. And so I did give our anglerfish monster tentacles, okay? I'm sorry. I couldn't make it an octopus because we had already made it an anglerfish. So I just gave him tentacles, okay? You should see our logo. It's got tentacles on it, okay? I'm sure you do, winkety wonkety wink. That's right, Dilly. If Rachel's the proud dad, can I be the disappointed dad who silently shakes his head? Of course, Mordecus. Of course, Mordecus. We all need one. I like tentacles too. Winkety wink. Winkety wonkety winkety wonk. Listen, it's, you know, it's what it is. It's just... In fact, you know what? You guys want preview? let me get it out of the way. I'm gonna record the narration for our trailer. Trailer for season 2 comes out on Friday, and I'm gonna fucking record it right now. You guys ready? You're gonna get a sneak peek at what the trailer script is. And we're gonna record it. Back in the olden days when I first started streaming, when I was doing voice acting auditions live on stream, I still need to do that. I should do those again. You're definitely neurospicy if you like tentacles, no exceptions. I love that. I'm ready? Okay. So, in order for me to record, we have to honor the heat in this booth. That means all the fans gotta go off. You ready? Off. Off. The other thing, spicy indeed, the other thing we have to do is we gotta back the fuck up. Back in the day, me hunched over the cane. So, if I back up to here, which I think you can still see me. Yeah. It'll get me less noise in this microphone. So here we go. This is the trailer narration. Let me drink some death water. For season 2, you get sneak peeked early. Here we go. I can't read that. That font's too small. Hold on. Let me make it a little bigger. Da, 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 da. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's hitting things. Okay, here we go. On a mission to the ends of the world, strangers become family, and family is all but forgotten. Abandoned, alone, and left for dead, do you fight to rejoin the living, or succumb to the story fate has decided will be the one you tell? As the walls... Nope. Alright, got it. As the walls around you crack and shake and the water threatens to swallow you whole, can you withstand the pressure? Building and building, ready to burst with the fury of a soul long scorned. They refuse to be mourned. They refuse to be buried at the bottom of the sea. But in choosing to fight, in choosing to swim, have they not realized they've already begun to drown? Nice, I like that. That was killer. Let me save that one, hold on. Okay. All right, what do you think? Should we do it again? Was that one good? Do we need to change pacing? Do we like how it went? How do we feel about that? What do we think? What do we think? Was it a little too slow? Does it need to pick up, maybe? How long is it? Let's see. It is... Ooh, it might be a little too slow. It's a full minute. Fire? Okay. Okay, that's good. I think that was good. Okay. I like that energy. Let me see how long the song is. Because if the song's not a minute, then we will have to go a little faster. Let me see. How long is the song? Oh, the song's 2 minutes. Oh, we got plenty. Oh, that's easy. That's plenty. Song's 2 minutes long. We're fine. Alright, I'm going to do it one more time. Just so we have 2 different takes. We ready? One more time. Here we go. On a mission to the ends of the world, strangers become family, and family is all but forgotten. Abandoned, alone, and left for dead,
Do you fight to rejoin the living, or succumb to the story fate has decided will be the one you tell?
Nope, I heard that decided. That decided was gross. That decided was gross. We're gonna do it one more time. Let's go, team, indeed. One more time. Here we go.
On a mission to the ends of the world, strangers become family, and family is all but forgotten. Abandoned, alone, and left for dead, do you fight to rejoin the living, or succumb to the story fate has decided will be the one you tell? As the walls around you crack and shake, and the water threatens to swallow you whole, can you withstand the pressure? Building and building, ready to burst with the fury of a soul long scorned. They refuse to be mourned. They refuse to be buried at the bottom of the sea. But in choosing to fight, in choosing to swim, have they not realized they've already begun to drown?
Hell yeah, that was cool. That'll be our second one. I love that. If Nick hired you, you'd be a VA for SpongeBob, would you? Honestly, if Nick said we will hire you, but only if you voice in SpongeBob, I would do it. This is not a joke. I've said this before about Disney. I straight up was like, if Disney came to me and said, we will pay you millions of dollars, but for a year, you have to be completely family friendly on all platforms, I would do it. And they're like, you can't do anything. You have to be fully Disney family friendly. You gotta go talk to children. I would do it. Not even a joke. I would fully do it for the money. For the money, okay? Oh, Lord. Lordy, Lord, Lord. All right, y'all. Let me see who we're gonna raid to. Does anyone have a suggestion on who they want to raid to tonight? Because raids now matter on Twitch. For people to get counted as like partners and stuff. So I want to make sure we raid people and we can help them out. And if you're able to join the raid and just stay for it to go over so those numbers are good for that person and then you can peace, that'd be amazing. That's probably why they only hire mainstream actors. Accurate, Mordecus. Accurate. Sloth because I'm biased as fuck, but we can do other people. Yo, is Sloth live? Yes, they are. Let's see what we got. I usually like to read you guys the categories, and then you can tell me what category you want. So we have... we have Kawaii Guy playing Silent Hill 2. Princess Claude's is just chatting. Talking XP is doing D&D. That's true. Talking XP is doing D&D. Oh, the Roll for Wishes charity stream might actually be running right now for Logomancy Media. Hold on, let me check. I wasn't sure if they had started yet. Okay, they must have ended while I clicked on them. We love it when that happens. Okay, beautiful. What else do we got? Oh, it just wants to give me all Dungeons and Dragons, which, you know, fair enough. Okay. So do we want to go Talking XP then for their Dungeons and Dragons? We could go to Sloth for, I'm assuming he's playing Dead by Daylight. Where's Sloth on here? Yup, he's playing Dead by Daylight. Darling Creepshow is working on miniatures. Plush is working on art. We could do an art channel. Let me see if there's anything that's like weird and funky that we could go to. Oh, they have a Lego and brick building category now in creative. That's so interesting. They have a oh wait, y'all remember co-working and studying? That was so interesting. They have a writing and reading one. Wait, they have a writing and reading one now. What is this?
Spoopy Cross Stitch, Goosebumps reading, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Wait, guys, wait! Go rated insurance agent? That'd be hysterical. This individual named Tabitha Sabitha, oh my gosh, is doing Spoopy Cross Stitch, Goosebumps reading, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, guys, we're gonna try and raid them. They look incredibly goth and adorable, which is everything we want here. Let me see if they have their raid settings open first. And then if it says yes, then we'll send us out. Any last things we want to talk about, y'all? Any last things we want to do? How do we feel? What's up? What's the vibe? We will be live on Wednesday, not on Saturday, because we are going to be live on Roll for Good's channel doing a Palestine Children's Relief Fun game on Saturday. But we will be here on Wednesday at our normal time. Hit me up for board games whenever? Absolutely. Oh, I will. I'm going to hit so many of you up for board games. Feel free to reach out in Discord, too, and just remind me, because y'all know how I don't have memory, and I forget everything. Okay, let me see if Tabitha has her raid stuff open. Let's see. She does! Okay, guys, if you are able to join the raid, please do. It's very helpful for folks who are looking to do things. I will peace out after it. I'll probably talk for a little bit in there, and then I'll peace out. Thank you guys for joining me here today. We had an amazing stream. You guys really were here for me all night. All right, we talked about so many good things. I genuinely, I love all of you. Thank you for being my friends, and thank you for being here. You mean a lot to me. A reminder that if there's, nope, brain. A reminder that our next big event is Halloween. We're going to be live all day, so you can join us. The ingredients for the recipes and the material list for the crafts are in the Discord server. I love all of you. I appreciate all of you. Have a good night. Good night, good night, good night, good night. See you on Wednesday. Goodbye.